What up, what up, what up, what up? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Kilo's Kantina Konvos. What's up? We got Alex.
Hello.
And we've got Dingus One.
Hey, guys. What's up? How's everybody doing tonight?
Dingus One, a.k.a. Gannon 136, a.k.a. Trooper.
It's time for bed.
Clone Trooper Dingus. We're going to call you Clone Trooper Dingus One.
It's Clone Trooper Sus.
Oh. Yes.
Because I have a chip in my head. You never know when I'm going to go off.
Oh.
That sleepy bad dingus chip.
Yeah.
Something.
What's going on tonight, guys? Or morning for you, Alex. Good morning to you.
Oh yeah, it's morning for me, but I just guess that gotta sleep. You know my sleeping habits. Since I all guys know you, it's not the best. So I kind of get used to it, but you don't have even better things to do since Corona and stuff. So yeah, hang around at fucking 7 a.m. at the 27th January here. So you might get the light up here somewhere, you know, there, not there. Okay, so my camera is a little bit switched, but yeah, something in between that.
But we'll be getting sunlight coming in through your window, like we've got to see.
Yeah,
quite a few times already.
Yeah, and I've seen it a lot.
So, well, at least we help you wake or get up with the sun, or be awake when the sun comes up, or something. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, you didn't help. You fucked up, you know. So I was like, okay, so my normally sleeping habits, but yeah, forget. So get up at 3 a.m. and wait for the Kantina Konvos from
about right,
Graham.
Yeah, and then you gotta wait for my ass to start the damn show.
Yeah,
up
start the damn show up. Yeah.
God damn it.
God damn it. How dare you, Graham?
Yeah,
how dare you?
What a dick.
Yeah, I really hate you for that. No,
that's all right.
Yeah, another cigarette and another beer, and yeah, that is not a good life.
Another cigarette, another beer.
Yeah, that's not.
So it looks like we've got somebody trying to
get him in here.
So I'm gonna play him in. Hold on. We're gonna bring him in via the Mandalorian. We're gonna bring him in warm because I don't want to bring him in cold.
Oh, there it is.
Darth Dingus.
What's up?
How was D&D?
Somebody once told me that Dingus really ruled me.
Another song from your second album, I guess.
Yes, my second album, titled Sus.
I was watching Darth Dingus and Darth Lunga and Yellow Does It, or Darth Yellow Does It, or whatever he aligns himself with, play D&D for a little bit, and they're talking about sniffing meats and shit, and I'm like,
oh dear. Oh dear.
Yes, I bought 8 logs of sausages.
I'm going to go off and I'm going to record this hunt review video and put it up while they're over there talking about sniffing meats and sausages and shit.
Yes, I bought a lot of sausages.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not tiny sausages, they're like big logs,
Italian
sausages. 8 of them.
Calabrese.
Wow,
Christ.
Koenig is
right there.
Koenig is the character I play. He's a lizard folk druid who loves sausages.
You bought 8 oversized sausages.
Yes, that is correct.
I was there when you did that. And I'm like, all right, I'm out. I was like, I'm out. I can't because it was a different stream, and a lot of you guys don't pay attention to the chat in there. So I was like,
Well, that's because we're busy playing and such. But
well, yeah, I mean, but still, I host a live show and I still keep up with it while
well, we do, whenever we
I-
do intermissions, we do go through the chat.
Hello, Ronnie. Hello, Christina.
Hi, Christina. Hello, Ronnie. Oh, by the way, for those of you who didn't know, I signed this bitch today. It is a
Don't show your
streamer card.
signature. People will copy it and use it.
No, well, whatever. It is a streaming license agreement. I have an
All right,
official license streaming agreement.
Yeah, you wrote that in the chat, but I don't know what that meant. So
Yeah, so I'm under contract with this company,
called
Seven
YouTube.
Media, where 2Med2 and Christina also has a contract with them, and it's all done on the app called Live It.
Okay.
So I'll be on an app called Live It, doing some streaming on there, and it might be it's more mobile, so it'll be a little bit more fitting to your time, Alex, too, for you to get in on there, because I can stream from anywhere I want to on that. When I do these streams, I like to do them from the office.
All right. Okay. So that means that you're not like in your home right now.
No, I'm at home right now. I have an office at home.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I mean. So you can stream out of your office. So at another time.
Yeah. So just like after getting all this brand new studio equipment, which is going to help with doing these videos and these streams, but then it also help with the live streams too if I sit here and do them here.
Okay.
But yeah, some of those other ones, they're going to be doing whatever the hell I'm doing. Like if I'm out like driving down the road, I can hook it up to my dashboard and I can sit there and I can stream while I'm doing that.
All right.
Just talking to people. I have the radio playing and talking, I do a live stream that way.
Okay.
Or
sounds interesting. So you
or I can even stream to you while I'm beating a dingus or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something.
What does that even mean? Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Well, because I'm gonna end up
Beating the dingus?
So you can stream like German time 11 p.m.
which would be
like 5 of your time.
Would it be 11 p.m. German time?
Wait, hold on. What is it where you are right now? 4 a.m., Alex?
It's 5:15 right now.
Okay,
so he's 7 hours ahead of me. So if I do it at 11 p.m. German time, I'd be doing it like 4. So that would be like a prime time for me to sit and do like a stream for like an hour.
Yeah, all the mid European countries would tune in.
So I'll be able to do that now. Hell yeah, I'll stream at 4 in the afternoon just to get a couple extra friends in here from. I'll have to hit up my my homegirl that's over there in Germany too, see if she wants to join in with the shenanigans.
I was asking my best friend if he want to look after that, that we are doing here at mornings here, and keep us joining. But he's working very, very hard right now. And he's like, okay, so that must be limited on weekends, or if he have a day off or something, or vacations. So, but that would be nice if that could be happening. That would be.
I'll be able to now that I'm under contract with this company. It's pretty much has one thing opened up my schedule, but then yet it's going to take some time for the streams. But I'll be able to do streams in like the afternoons, my time, which would be evening time. So I'll be able to do like a mid-afternoon stream of like 2 o'clock. Like say I want to do like video games, I'll play video games while I stream and just like talk with you guys, and then this way, you guys will be able to watch. And then if these other guys
and comment to it. So we doing that here. Is it?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I'll still do it via the stream. Yeah.
That would be nice.
It might be StreamYard, but even on the Live you can still comment and talk to me, and I'll still see your comments.
Yeah, it would be nice. So we can live. It's like a little bit far away from each other. Like that. I'm not already there at 5 fucking a.m. and it's like hammering my system a little bit.
Right.
So it's Wednesday for me right now. And it's still Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it's Tuesday night right now.
Yeah. I'm heading for the 6th hour of Wednesday right now.
Well, I'm sitting here living in the past while you're living in the future over there.
Yeah, I'm time traveler. That's not you. You didn't know. For me, it's like fucking crazy. Time traveler dudes. It's like you fuck here. What is it called here? I don't know. Fuck, I forgot my line. Shit.
If I were
God damn it.
I'd want to be a dingus too.
Yeah, that's my dingus in my head.
Yeah, the dingus in your head.
Why do I want to say Dr. Dre? It's not. I'm lost.
Dr. Dre.
I'm so lost. I have a fucking spork out of my loot chest.
Wait, you got his what out of the loot chest?
The spork. What is
okay.
the spoon and fork spork?
Yeah.
Come on.
Wait, what did I miss?
It really lost me right now.
Why are we talking about sporks?
We're talking about
that dude in the old English
sorry.
telephone cell.
Oh.
It's not a doctor. It's not. So I'm going to kill myself.
Don't do that.
God damn it. That is the time traveler dude in the fucking London.
Doctor Who? Doctor Who?
No, I don't think it's a doctor.
The TV show you're talking about?
Yeah, like since 50s going on.
Yeah, Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, yes.
Yeah,
I was I was like Dr. Hill.
Dr. Hill. No, thank you.
The doctor on the hill.
Hank Hill.
Yeah,
Talking about Hank Hill.
Yeah. Oh man, Doctor Who. Someone will really could kill me right now because of that. I didn't see that show.
Oh my gosh, you need to watch that show. Also, propane and propane accessories.
They all sound like Ronnie J in that show.
It's okay.
We should make a dingus show.
The Dingus Show.
Dingus.
It'll be a
This really
sitcom.
is a dingus show. We're just missing Ronnie J.
He doesn't have a dingus though like we do. See, we all
You're Mando dingus.
That's a nice rhyme. That's a nice rhyme for the dingus show. We already missed the dingus.
We already have the dingus.
Though we already missed the dingus though. Welcome to the dingus show. something like that.
To the
You already have our dingus, yo. Welcome to the Dingus Show.
Would you want me to develop you a Dingus theme song?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
All right. It'll take a little bit, but I'll come up with something.
You
I'm
gotta
gonna add
have
a
a
rock
thing.
track. I'm gonna make it metal.
Yes.
We have to have a thing.
You don't have to understand.
Welcome to the Dingus Show.
You better not what, Ronnie? We're gonna make Ronnie J a dingus.
You better not.
God damn, you would.
He's Cajun dingus.
Yeah, as I said, he's noodling.
Yeah, we're going
Noodle dingus.
Noodling dingus, yeah. He's noodling something like catfish.
Dingus fish.
Yeah, dingus fish.
Dingus.
With them Cajun spices all there.
He got a little bit of that Popeye chicken dingus.
Popeye chicken Dingus.
How's everybody doing tonight?
My dingus.
out.
Okay. I'm doing all right, man. I'm enjoying my night so far.
I was you didn't ask
before
me,
we get
but
too deep in,
I'm doing it already.
before we jump in too far, let me show you some photos that I took today of my apprentices.
Whoa. Taking pictures of your what?
My
yeah.
dingo apprentices.
Your dingai have arrived.
Yeah.
Execute doggo at 66.
They're cuddling. That's cute.
Yeah, they do that all the time. They cuddle all the time.
Like one's, well, in that last picture, it looked like one was
What is it
literally
with?
hugging the other one.
That's the
that,
best.
like one's just hugging it.
Yeah, that's the best so far. I
Yeah,
think that would be the best ever. The first one.
They're all.
Oh, that's a reverse 69, I guess.
To execute order 69.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit! I guess even India didn't figure that out in the Kama Sutra.
Yeah, right?
What is that?
Yeah, they're pretty much inseparable already. They're just a pair of just unbelievable. Like they pick
Hey,
on.
look at there's a third dog in there by the name of Stitch.
Yeah. Well, a Stitch has to be there. They have to have their comfort spirit animal.
Yeah, yeah, the blue thing.
I don't know what the hell she's doing with him. She's laying on him.
Yeah, that we don't talk about that in our house.
Yeah,
Are they both girls?
No. The black one here, Ahsoka, is female, and then this is Chewie. He's the male.
Okay.
Really? You okay.
But yeah, this one here is
Yeah,
probably
that's the
one of
best. Yeah. If that was teenagers in America, parents get something. I don't know. The father get his gun, his shotgun, and doing that in my house, bitch. Yeah. That was not a properly displayed scene of America, I know, but
Christina says, "Why always pick? She wants to see them." Right now they're sleeping, and I'm not going to waking them up. They've been up back and forth for half of the night, and they're sleeping. So I'm happy they're sleeping while I'm streaming, so they're not out there.
you should make videos.
I think I might have to record because they do some funny shit.
Yeah, and then on YouTube, and you have million clicks. It is.
Now have begun the puppy.
It has begun. No,
The puppy
you
wars
can.
begun. They have.
Yes, it cannot be turned back now.
Yeah, I I think it was like one of the best decisions that it turned around and we made already.
They're nice. What do you think about cats?
I'm allergic to them, so I don't think much about them.
I like cats. Cats are pretty
Oh,
cool.
there's one in the background. Not a cat, but there's I forgot the name. Ahsoka and
And
Chewy.
Chewy.
Chewie. Chewie's just yeah, Chewie. All right.
Darth Dingus, what are you doing?
There's it. He's wondering what the fuck is happening.
Dingus, what are you doing tonight?
Not much. Probably gonna try to sleep soon.
You been reading some comics today?
I've read a few.
Did you read that bag you sent? That picture you showed me? That bag?
How about you talking about all those Justice League ones?
Yeah, the ones you got today.
Yeah, I haven't read any of those yet, but I read like the other ones. Like I read first issue of High Republic, the next Thor comic.
I still got to get High Republic.
Yeah, they were telling me that like a lot of people's been wanting it, but since it looked like
Yeah,
it's
Marvel
sold
had to
out.
do second issue reprints because it's sold out.
Yeah,
So anything
because I had it
you
on my
get
pull list, I had
now
first
is-
dib. Because I had it on my pull list, I had first dibs on it. So
Oh, so you did get one.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna end up having to get a second edition printing. Or third edition, whatever they're on. I think it's second edition.
I got the rest of my Death Metal, which I've been reading.
Oh,
It's like a sequel. It's a sequel series to that metal.
the one you told me to get?
Yeah. Like
Oh,
there's
I
some
need to-
events that happens in between, but it's like the next big event after it.
Let me
And,
look and see if my stuff shipped today. Let's see if Midtown got my stuff out.
My special thing got ordered from Hot Topic shipped out today.
Oh no.
Oh, your super special big order?
Did I tell you all what it was I ordered? The Monty Python thing?
Yeah.
It's a black knight from Monty Python, and you can press a button on it and it says stuff.
Did you get the talking Deadpool as well?
No.
Okay, I didn't get that one either.
I'm not quite sure what anybody does about Deadpool.
Mhm.
So
My order's still pending, so I imagine it's going to be at least a week.
Yeah.
Have you ever ordered anything from Midtown?
You don't like Deadpool, Alex?
I have not.
Okay.
No.
Apparently,
Not
EA
yet.
Play is 99 cents right now.
you have to convince me some.
Okay.
I'm not into Deadpool. Yeah.
How to convince you to like Deadpool? That's
Yeah,
pretty hard
it's
to do
funny,
because if
yeah.
you don't like, because he's just like his own thing. Like Deadpool's one of those characters that you either like or dislike. I don't feel like there's really a middle ground with Deadpool.
Yeah, not Gray Zone yet.
It depends on how you like him. If you knew him before his movies, like through the comics, I feel a lot more people like him.
Here's the thing, though.
If your only exposure was through the movies, I can understand why some people don't like him.
Like,
I just don't. I just don't know. It's like, yeah. First movie, I just switched a little bit. you know.
yeah, the first
Yeah.
Deadpool I think was just all right, but I actually really liked the second one.
Yeah, but if you don't like the first one though, so you
The second one feels different, though.
Yeah.
yeah,
The second one feels
it's
more
different.
Deadpool to me.
I
Plus Cable.
really maybe I guess I have to watch the second one. Also,
it's-
yeah.
I like it more, but a lot of people like the first one.
It's a lot darker, the second one. I like the second one better.
Same
But
here.
things if you're really not into the first movie, so That's
But it
like
feels
that's
it
like
feels
the
different
Star
though.
Wars stuff, you know. 7, okay, yeah. I don't have to watch it again.
I like 7. So 7
Yeah.
was a solid. I think 7 was a solid start. From there, it did go downhill.
Mm.
Yeah.
We're talking about sequel movies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think if you're just a casual fan, I would say yes. If you are a hardcore lore junkie, if anything, it went up.
Okay, lore wise, yeah,
Oh,
it might be it might be good, and
Yeah,
uh,
I know a lot of people who like the lore stuff of Star Wars, and even they said there were certain things that still bothered them about the sequels. That's fine.
yeah. So
No, no,
But
no.
yeah,
my
I've noticed a lot of casual fans, like who are just only watch the movies and nothing else. I can absolutely understand where you're coming from when you say, "Yeah, this went way downhill."
yeah.
But if you like
Oh,
watch the cartoons and you read the books and the comics to help you
yeah,
understand a lot of stuff,
I read a lot of that
Yeah.
stuff too. I just don't like 8, and then because there's just a lot of not good things they did in 8 that didn't make a good story. All right,
there's a lot
the
of
Lord,
nuance issues, I would say.
right. There's a lot of things that did. Like Luke was an atrocity in that movie. They did Luke terribly.
I
I'd
actually
rather
felt like the OT set up a lot of what Luke was in
I'd
8,
rather
believe it or
scratch
not.
my balls with a cheese grater than watch 8 again.
Oh man.
I'll gladly
And then,
watch 8. I could have
and
done
then
without the Yo Mama joke at the beginning of the movie. I really could have.
and then I hate it 9 even more because they didn't even try to do anything clever after 8. All it did was just try to fix things, but didn't do anything. It was just a mess of a movie overall, not showing anything new. All right. The thing with 8 I like is that it tried to tell a new story, even though the story didn't click with everyone.
Yeah.
9 didn't try to do anything at all. They're like, you could tell that they
I
ran out
felt
of
like
idea
it was a
whenever
return to
every
form.
single. You could tell no 9. You could tell they tried to do. They ran out of ideas because every single fucking Star Destroyer had a planet destroyer.
It felt like what they were trying to do with 9 was all they wanted to do was just please the biggest amount of fans possible.
Oh yeah, the younger fans,
They put literally elements of everything in 9.
the new fans.
But the biggest mistake they did with,
You know?
with 9 was it was only one movie when it should have been 2. They jammed too much shit into like
Yeah,
2.5.
but then it wouldn't have been a trilogy.
You can by the way, you can spoil everything because I was spoiled today, or for me yesterday, when I watched something.
Now, here's an idea for you.
So
Since Kylo brought this up, had they done another movie, would you have been okay if they would have had 3 full concise trilogies, but then it all led up to one giant like Avenger style movie, like massive movie that brought elements of everything to it?
yeah, that is what we talked about.
Instead
You
of
know?
just saying that last trilogy wouldn't actually be a trilogy, they just say, "Oh, it's 4 parts," because that just doesn't feel right either.
It depends on the story, okay?
Yeah,
Because if you're gonna keep the same story that Episode 9 did, then hell no. All right? Because I didn't like Episode 9's story. Just felt like all over the place, and like I just didn't generally care for it. Even if it had more time to breathe, maybe it would have been a little better. But still, the overall story of 9, I don't think was even that like good.
I felt if they would have extended the movie by 10 minutes, I think even that would have helped.
Well, yeah.
I felt like they were trying to hold back to get more showtimes at the theaters, and that really hurt the movie a little bit. If they would have added just like 10 more minutes of dialogue and descriptions, I think that could have turned that movie around. Especially
Even-
the stuff with like the final order.
Even
Final order felt lacking.
I'm waiting
There's
in chat for 10 more minutes of Ben Solo. I'm waiting for that comment because that's I know what some people want is 10 more minutes of Ben Solo. And yes, I agree.
I wish they would have done more with the final order. The final order felt like they just didn't. They just like threw them in. They're like, here it is, and they're just gonna start destroying everything.
that's the problem with so much stuff in that movie, though. Is like it just felt like they didn't have any good ideas to tell for a final act of the story because the Last Jedi screwed it over. So and it didn't try to do anything cool with it, you know. Versus the original Duel of the Fates script actually like had some good ideas that tried to carry over and accept that the Last Jedi happened. Versus the Rise of Skywalker just spent half the time trying to retcon the Last Jedi. So not only did it spend its time, you know,
I have issues with the duel of the
trying to
fates script,
please
too.
some fans and then displease Last Jedi fans. There's a way that you should have honored both by just continuing on with a new story. You know, because
What
if you're
what really screwed the trilogy was something we couldn't help. It was something that was a tragedy. What really fucked everything up was the unfortunate passing of Carrie Fisher.
Yeah.
yeah, that didn't help much too. But that wasn't one of my issues with Rise of Skywalker, just because like I understood, stuff happened and they did hear. There's some parts here and there in Rise of Skywalker I like, and those were like the parts that I like. I just dislike the majority of the movie.
I have noticed nobody, generally for the most part, has had issues with the fact that they got the trio together. Everybody seems to agree that was a pretty good move. Because for the first two movies, that was like one of the biggest problems everybody said was the trio's not together. They're all off doing their own separate adventures. Like certain members of the trio, they'll get together. Like, Finn will be with Poe, then Finn will be with Rey, then Rey will be doing something, then Finn will be doing something over here,
Yeah,
and
but
then they finally brought them together for Episode 9, and everybody seemed to be okay with that.
that's not cool.
They should have done
You
it
know,
from the start.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's not it's not like it doesn't feel that's a whole new story because it really gets on the level a little bit after 6, because Luke in 8 is already there, so it has to get something to the really good movies, 4 to 6, and if it has to be, if it happens to be like a whole nother story, so okay, so let another story going on. So they did not, it's 7, 8, 9, and not like
Not like the sequel trilogy as a
yeah,
whole
it's not,
story.
everything has to do.
Well, I guess you could say the same thing about the prequels
in
too.
9
Look back
you,
at prequels.
you just get that, okay, so the grandfather's the fucking Sith Lord Palpatine, blah blah blah, so I don't get that, it's like fucking shit. So if they had to get another story, so come on, get another story.
And here's the other thing: a lot of people, I think people brought this up in the last few months. That is, looking back on the prequel trilogy of 1, 2, and 3, a lot of people had problems with those movies and still do. Then we got the Clone Wars show, and that made the
Which is
prequels
awesome.
look so much awesomer.
Yeah.
And then you get 7, 8, 9. A lot of people have problems with that.
Yeah.
You can't tell me Dave Filoni has not come up with a plan for another series that's going to be animated in 7, 8, and 9. May even bring in some of the characters from Star Wars Resistance. And is
We
going
are-
to make the sequel trilogy the most badass thing you ever watched. And you can be
We-
like, oh my
No,
god, this
no.
is Resistance.
we are going to have another 3 or next 3 and next 3 movies. That's it.
Which we don't even know when that's happening because right now they're focusing on more spinoffs.
Yeah, that's the most ridiculous move. If you want to, a whole new story, so get that on the movies, not spin-offs. That's
Yeah, and I think the other thing
stupid.
a lot of people are doing right now is Disney is finally seeing that Mandalorian is paying off. Maybe
yeah.
the future for Star Wars is actually TV. Like
Yeah.
TV, and then if you want to have these big action-packed fun moments, that's where you make the fun movie where everybody goes to the theater and we still have a badass time. You can still do multiple films if you want to do a series out of it. And even if they do it in theaters, it's still going to end up on Disney Plus at the end of the day anyways.
Or have those
Yeah.
nice solo features like what we're getting with Rogue Squadron, which I think could still be a really good movie.
Yeah, they could do a Rogue Squadron series of films. It could
Oh,
be
yeah.
it could be a single movie or a full series.
But
Which we're
not
not
that
even sure what that's going to be about.
not like 10 seasons or something, It's like, okay, 3 seasons, where you get to know, to prepare that shit, and okay, so that's it.
And
I don't want that.
supposedly, Lucasfilm says they've got the next 10 years mapped
Yeah.
out.
It's like the same thing for Walking Dead. You just like
Yeah,
okay.
you keep burning the same
After
things
season
after a while.
5, you get, oh my god, what
You're like,
the
we're still
fuck?
killing zombies.
No, and yeah, but okay, so and then they have a tiger, and the tiger kills zombies, but no, he also kills people first. Mainly he kills people because, yes, we all know the story behind the zombies is okay. So we are killing people, but
Right.
not the zombie people. Okay, we kill the people who are dangerous to each other. That's the main thing.
Yeah, the zombies are just the background story.
Yeah.
Zombies don't matter anymore in the zombie apocalyptic world because No, I like the first arc that they did with the whole rival game with the governor though. Like that was really played well. But then the problem afterward is that it's just like repeats itself over and over and over. It's just like, what's new here?
It's
Oh,
like
cool, we have a
certain
tiger.
anime do that too. You're like, oh, we're fighting new bad guys, but it's the same general plot.
Yeah. Okay, the bad guys in another suit.
That guy's in a different suit.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, in a little bit of ways, I think that's what Star Wars is doing. But
Yeah.
what I like what Star Wars is doing is every
With
time
the-
you get a bad guy,
first- with the
they
first
change-
order.
Yeah, they change the way they think, or they change the way we see them every time.
Yeah, but it gets boring, and I really don't feel the pain and the I don't know I don't feel with
Right.
Ray or those guys who died in
They could have done Rey a lot better. Like I never once cared for her character the whole trilogy.
I don't give a fuck. It's like, okay, I don't know him.
Since
I think
Rey
the
left
person who
Jakku,
you care
I didn't care for her movie at all.
Yeah.
And was it so that's the another spoiler for me yesterday. Is it true that Guy Akbar, Admiral Akbar, it's a trap. He just killed off
He was
screen?
dying.
Yeah.
Screen.
Yeah,
So
it
you
just goes
don't
pow,
see
whoosh. Oh, and then do you know what happens with Princess Leia right afterwards? She flies in space.
Because she has
Yeah,
the force.
I heard that. So what the
But
fuck
that's
is that?
stupid. That is
So she has the
stupid.
force. Luke Skywalker would do it. Didn't you see General
But it's
Grievous
like
in episode
human.
3 with a cable? He was in space.
He's a robot cyborg, and
A fucking
Plo
movie.
Koon, who did the same thing, has a whole mask on. She didn't have any space wear of any kind. She should have died.
Grievous is a fucking robot.
Exactly.
Plo Koon was in space.
Plo Koon had a mask. He is a special part of his species. All right. There's a difference between human, cyborg, and
Yeah.
alien
And
that can breathe
even-
in space.
Yeah, even no Corona Grievous.
Have you watched Rebels and Clone Wars where they wear the spacesuits?
So is that what we're gonna call him now?
Right.
Is
Spacesuits
Corona
is fine.
Grievous?
All right.
They use
Leia was
force
just there with no spacesuit at all, where she should have died, and then just floated right back in with the Force. I feel like, oh yeah, I totally didn't choke out there.
As Kernick would say, "Oh, she's alive. It's a miracle."
Or
I gotta say, Star Wars has got to
Dr.
do
Frankenstein from
fake out.
Mary Shelley would say, "He's alive."
They got to do away with the whole fake outs thing where they
They
make you
let
go,
him
"Oh, "Are they dead?" And then it's like, "Nah, they're still alive."
Yeah, the whole Chewie part in Episode 9 was stupid. Oh, and also the same thing with C-3PO. All right, I had more emotion watching the Rise of Skywalker trailer than C-3PO,
Dude,
or than the movie itself. All right, because C-3PO, I was like, oh my god, they're killing C-3PO. Like I would have
you
cried
know
if
they
they
weren't
legit
doing
killed. If they would have legit killed C-3PO or R2-D2, I would have cried for a droid, for Christ's sakes, not even a actual human. All right, I felt more emotion in that trailer, but in the movie, they're just like, oh yeah, we'll just reboot him, or like
What is really sad is, or was, You know, it was when you get that in your mind. Okay, so C3PO was developed and constructed by Anakin. You know,
Yeah.
and he was all the time with Anakin and
Padme.
R2D2, and then
Yeah.
one line, um, erase the memory.
Well,
You know,
they did it in episode
and then
3.
you see all the movies 4, 5, 6. You have to know they're fighting against their creator, or in R2D2's kind of view, his best friend in his fucking jet. You know, that
Mhm.
is like that is sad. That made me a little bit, flimsy.
But they wiped the mind of C3PO, but they didn't wipe
R2.
R2D2's memory. So why didn't R2D2 tell C3PO that Anakin or Darth Vader was the one that broke?
I think that happened in didn't that happen in I think R2D2 gets also erased its memory, isn't it?
I don't think so, because he has navigation stuff, right? Isn't that why they kept him unwiped?
Yeah.
And it's the whole reason they say that's their way of saying he has an attitude problem all the time with all the other characters, because he's kind of snarky. They're like, oh, he must not have had his memory wiped because he's. And they say in episode 6 they call him a feisty little one.
Yeah.
Because he's got so much data stored on him, he's a little frisky.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought might be like that. Something like he didn't know who he is, because he would do it better when they get attacked at film for A New Hope. You know.
Yeah.
So he's strolling around like, yeah, okay.
What the hell's wrong with Ronnie J?
Nothing's
Ron, you okay, man?
But that's okay. Might be like, yeah. You can't get into the deep virus of a nice little droid.
Yeah, and it's
Good
funny
point.
you bring that up, because there was a Clone Wars episode where Cad Bane got into their memories, I remember, and C-3PO was pretty easy to crack. Then when they tried to crack R2-D2, they had to basically like torture the hell out of him to get the data they wanted.
Yeah,
It's like R2 is not an easy droid to crack.
yeah. That might be a little bit like what's going on with R2D2 in my point of view, because yeah, he's not really hard. He's hard outside, but he's harder inside. You know.
Yeah,
So,
he's got firewalls and antivirus software
and oil.
and lots of oil.
In film 3.
Film 3, where he just drops it all over the floor and sets everybody on fire.
Yeah. But that was 3 was very, very funny, you know, like a little bit like The Hobbit for the younger folks, you know.
I would say I did laugh a bunch during episode 9. Episode 9 had some pretty funny moments. It wasn't as good as 3, but I definitely had some laughing moments. Like, especially the part where they came back and the Millennium Falcon was on fire, but also BB-8 was hurt too.
I didn't see that movie, but I have to get through all that, you know, from 7 to end.
I always say if you watch them individually, it feels like you're like, ugh. But if you watch them all back to back, it does feel a little more continuous. But
Yeah,
for some people, that's a lot to watch,
yeah,
especially
yeah.
if it ate us so long.
Yeah, I tried to get eight in my brain, but I had two chances, free TV, and first one prime time, and the second one something in the night, and I got that a little bit from prime time. Then I fell asleep, and then at night, okay, there, stop. It's like,
Yeah.
but I didn't get anything. I was like, okay, I was lost as what?
Now,
what I just saw.
now I have a question for Alex, Kylo, and Dingus here.
Dingus.
What was your biggest issue with The Last Jedi?
The the um
The director.
The director?
yeah, but
Okay, the thing with Last Jedi for me is like
you can you can tell that to
It
7
tried to-
and 9.
He ruined freaking. He damn near ruined the whole fucking sequel trilogy because he went against everything that JJ laid out for him. It's like he's like, in my opinion, because I'm gonna sound like rural farm boy right now. In my opinion, JJ Abrams laid out a decent foundation for the sequel trilogy.
Yes.
agreed.
Ryan Johnson's dumbass that comes in and went completely against everything that JJ had laid out for him and went to go do his own story rather than follow the footprints or for what should have been that movie.
Right. The sequel trilogy didn't have a whiteboard saying, "All right, this movie's going to do these.
You
This
can,
movie's going to do
you
this.
said that.
The last
And
movie's
then he
going to
made
do
Luke
this."
Skywalker. He made Luke Skywalker look like a bitch.
Yeah, seven was a nice foundation, I guess. Yeah,
Like
for
he
for
made
for,
Luke
for a
Skywalker-
new.
He made Luke.
Yeah, whenever I
Skywalker
look at the sequel trilogy as a whole, it sort of makes me like mad. Whatever, looking back at it, because it's like 7 was such a really good foundation that had a lot of potential. They played it safe with the first one by making it feel more original trilogy, like, which I didn't mind because people didn't really. I never noticed like a huge love of the prequels until after the sequel trilogy. And
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
But Kylo,
But-
said that So the director of the eighth film was that one. Yeah, so downgrade. Yeah. So foundation was made, and I want to have more Star Wars, but in a good way. So that's it.
Right.
I don't
Well,
want
talk about being Star Wars, right? What
Ryan
if
Johnson away from it.
they ruined so many people's favorite Star Wars character, Luke. Like, there's no way you could possibly tell me that the Luke we saw in Episode 6 is the one we saw in Episode 8. There's no way that's the same Luke. All right, he didn't have the same months at all. All right, there's no problem with having a grumpy Luke. Okay, the problem with The Last Jedi is their explanation for how they got to point A to point B. All right, the explanation they give. Oh yeah, he's just gonna lash out at Kylo Ren because he has darkness in him, right? Versus whatever that same Luke Skywalker, whenever we last saw him in Episode 6, literally healed his father, who is Lord fucking Darth Vader. Okay.
Yeah. He
It
was
makes
not
no
rude.
sense.
He was not angry. Luke was not angry. He wanted to save his father. So
Exactly. Like you could if they had the proper transition from point A to point B, it would have worked. All right. If you had a good explanation of like why he's this way, Herbert Luke would have worked. All right. The problem is they just didn't have a good reason to why he was grumpy, and it just like ruined his character.
Now, so basically, what I'm getting from the three of you is the biggest issue with 8 is Luke, correct?
Yes.
For the most part. And the casino plan is pretty stupid. I don't know how we haven't brought that up yet.
I think we can all agree that either could have expanded and done more with that in a better way, or completely nixed it.
I mean, that should have been deleted. That didn't play shit into the story at all.
The Kenta bite?
Pretty much
In
more.
my opinion, I don't think the casino fucking part played in at all. It was just filler, 5 minutes of filler footage.
More like 30 minutes. And the thing that people say with it is that it builds character development for Finn and Rose, but you could have done that elsewhere with a plot that actually matters.
I didn't even seen that. I guess that was that maybe was I was falling asleep. Or
Might have been.
But Luke, it was in the trailer, for episode 8. Luke,
Right.
He's on top of the mountains on a fucking island,
Right.
He was like a little bit like Yoda getting to exile.
Yeah.
So
which they could have played that out well. They just needed good reasons,
But,
like if you have the good reasons, I'm fine with it.
But
make a cohesive character.
But when and where? So the most fucking sense to me is like, okay, go to Dagobah, to get to his master, Yoda. To
Right.
Dagobah, to get in exile, it makes so much sense. And I would be like, okay, is he there? If he stays there and remembers something, all right, what have I learned at this point? And like a little backtracking, if you have that in games, if you get to your starting point, I like that. Get to the starting point and, oh man, I started here. That was what I would like to saw that,
Yeah, there's a lot they could have improved upon, but I will give it this, all right? I think the sequel trilogy had a lot of cool ideas that if they told the story right, could have been really good, all right? I feel like some of the ideas and like stuff that the people want to tell, like they could have been told well if they actually had planned everything out, Like they needed an extra year or two to actually plan everything out. Like it would have been better.
Has he been to Dagobah or no?
Who?
Luke?
Yeah, in episode 5.
Yeah, but
episode 5, episode 6.
I mean in 8.
In 8?
No, right?
Well,
No.
we don't know because he.
Yeah, show me that.
This is a weird thing because we do know he learned somehow to become a Force ghost at some point.
Yeah. Okay, but
Qui-Gon took Yoda's.
Show me
sorry,
that.
Qui-Gon did Yoda's training so he could learn to become a Force ghost. So I imagine they either did it through Dagobah or something similar for Luke.
Luke had those Jedi texts.
Well, he had the Jedi texts, but we still to this day have no idea what's inside of them.
Yeah.
Well,
I really want to see Luke get back to his point. Talk about.
But to your point though, like you don't know what's in there, so there could have been techniques of the Jedi, and that would explain how he did that whole Force Ghost thing and the end with the final battle of the Last Jedi, or that could have been how he learned how to become a Force Ghost.
And I've noticed, and they've done that. This is something that's really been repeated multiple times in all of the movies. Is generally if you see a character commit some level of sacrifice to save others, that's also another way to become immortal into the Force.
Yeah,
Qui-Gon really didn't sacrifice himself for anybody. He was just trying to help take down a Sith Lord. Which is why Qui-Gon never really got a Force ghost body, but you could still hear his voice through the Force.
And then after that, he was like, he didn't really have it doesn't seem like he like had an idea of what he was doing, Like
yeah,
it
he
felt
was
like,
on the right path, but he didn't quite get there, which is why he
but
tried to teach Yoda in Obi-Wan.
the thing with him is like he killed Snoke, and then he was like, "Well, now what do I do?" And he like thought he had an idea, but not really.
But that might be the Qui-Gon Jinn situation that I mentioned in another chat with you, that Qui-Gon's style to do something, dismissed a little bit with the conservative type of thinking from the Jedi Temple, so
Yeah, him and Quinlan Voss.
yeah, and
oh gosh,
you
what's his
can
name?
see that in Obi-Wan,
A little bit, but
and
Obi-Wan was a good mix of both.
I don't know what movie that is, but I guess it's the second one.
Attack of the Clones. And then he kind of shows a little bit more in episode 3.
And Obi-Wan says, okay, so I paraphrase a little bit, but he says quietly, "Come on, Yoda, don't be a fool, don't be a dick, he's ready, just come on." And Qui-Gon did that in The Menace, because he sets himself up, he says, "I'm doing it as well, I don't give a fuck what you say," that quite develops to Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan gives that to Anakin, the fuck you-ness, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and Yoda says, "I sense Qui-Gon's defiance in you," when he talks to Obi-Wan. About Obi-Wan saying he's going to take Anakin as his Padawan, and he's basically like, if you're gonna say you're gonna do it, I guess we're gonna hold you to it.
So I guess Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, they're revolutionists.
Well,
Jedi-wise.
Yes
so
and no. Because this is what they're trying to set up in the High Republic, and they've kind of set it up in Clone Wars, that the Jedi were always very much about helping the people. By the time you get to Phantom Menace, the Jedi are not really they're about helping the people, but they're very more conservative about how they do it. Yeah. And they like to be in their tall tower amongst each other instead of out with the people.
Yeah.
They only go out if they need to, and that's really what turns around and backfires against some of the Sith take advantage of that.
Yeah, but you don't see that in Obi-Wan, and
you don't. Yeah, he's very much like the others in the temple.
Yeah, and you don't see that in Qui-Gon, because Qui-Gon was Obi-Wan's master. You see that in Windu.
Windu,
he is the only one who wants to get that paragraph of the Jedi correctly made out. So
until he faces evil. That's what I noticed. Another thing with Windu, he's dealt with probably smaller things, but the moment he comes up against an actual Sith Lord, that's when temptation strikes him. That maybe I will kill this guy.
And that is the distraction of those guys, you see struggle that shit, you see, okay, so I have to rule the paragraph, and I have to also make what my heart does. But that is not correct, and what gives him death, it's like not good. And if you ever Jedi doing the right thing, call me. You won't call me.
Ring, 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 ring.
Mm.
The High Republic's calling, Alex.
But
Ring, 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 ring. Ahsoka's calling. Wait a minute. She was
Okay.
a Jedi. She's no longer a Jedi.
All right,
Pass on that one.
from yeah, all right, from when? Yeah,
Okay.
when the temple was made, maybe, you know,
Yeah,
the old
the old
Jedi,
way.
maybe, you know.
And I think that's kind of what they're going to start to set up in High Republic. They're going to show you that these Jedi are actually out doing good things in the world. But I
Yeah.
think they're also going to start to show this is where something's going to happen. And I'm thinking they keep bringing up this whole event about what are they calling it? The Great Disaster, I think is what they're calling it in the new canon now.
Yeah,
The Great Disaster is what's going to set them down the path of becoming more conservative mindset, and we're going to keep to ourselves and all of that. I think they're trying to set that up as like, here's where the Jedi were, and this is what's going to turn the Jedi into their downfall.
but I don't think that's the right decision. You know, it's like, you know, you see what it brought to them. You know, you always find a little man, a little guy, or something that breaks out.
Yeah.
You know? And that was for me at first episode Qui-Gon.
Yep.
Bringing up Obi-Wan, and he brought that to Anakin, and Anakin, okay, so he had that anger, you know, issues with it, and because he was on a fucking desert planet,
and a slave,
and he couldn't get his mother rescued. He was fucking angry, and that brought him up to a fucking, you know, self-thinking person, you know, not that I would say Jedi slave, but you know what I mean, you know, it's like, you know, all the rules, it's like he
was never a person for the rules. He was always his own person.
Yeah, but it's like Yale or something else. It's like an internat. I don't know what the term is in English, but you know, like you have to do that, do this, and you have to get out and have sex and drink a little beer. You know, that's Anakin for me. So he had to do something, but in his case, it was not good. You know?
Yeah, he always vented his anger.
Turn to be evil.
Anakin didn't necessarily have the best releases for his anger. It was always very explosive anger.
And he wasn't the best for his age.
Yeah, he's very immature in ways.
You know,
well, then you look at him as a kid,
if you can,
at his age.
Yeah, if you can form the youth from that, yeah, you have the best choices to get them where you to want to go there. But if they have a free mind, you know, a little free-minded set, they will give you fucking shit.
Yep.
And that's Anakin. So I think it's from Qui-Gon to Obi-Wan to Anakin.
And they always said if Qui-Gon never would have died in episode 1, Anakin would have had that father figure to be beside him, to where Anakin would have had somebody to really trust and talk to, because in a way he only saw Obi-Wan as a brother. He didn't see him as like a parent type figure that he could talk to. He could talk to his mother, but the moment he left his mother, he can't talk to his mother anymore.
Yeah.
Like, who's he going to talk to? He'd have to talk to a father figure.
But he ended up getting a father figure. Sheev Palpatine took on that role.
Exactly. Sheev got in his good graces, and he's like, oh, well, since Qui-Gon's not your father figure anymore, I'll be your father figure.
Yeah.
and turned out it was
He
not
didn't.
the father
Yeah,
figure.
he didn't need a brother.
Hold on,
He
we got
needed a
somebody
father.
jumping in. We got somebody jumping in. Dale.
Dale
Hello there.
Well, hello.
Skywalker.
Hello there.
You getting any feedback or anything crappy like that?
No, you sound great.
No, you
All
sound
right.
good, man.
That's
I'll be
good.
right back, guys.
Let's see if I can turn my volume up a little bit.
No,
So
you're kind of good, brother. Welcome.
That's
Welcome.
good.
First time on my show. Welcome, Mr. Dale.
Hello.
yes. So basically, going back clear to the Phantom Menace, Sam Witwer covers it really well on a stream, or I think it's a live stream with Star Wars Theory. Yeah, is that right? Theory, whatever theory.
I watch Star Wars Theory here and there.
Yeah, I quit watching him a while ago. But anyway, the whole thing about Anakin and Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan is Qui-Gon understands why or what it means to take him from his mom at this age, and he basically will be the father figure of Anakin. So him dying actually is a sacrifice for the whole galaxy, in a sense that he's trying to save the chosen one and defend him, and it was never meant to happen, but when it did, it basically set Anakin on another path.
Yeah, it cracked a little bit in his brain, I guess.
Right.
So yeah.
Obi-Wan becoming his teacher, he basically becomes like a brother figure, not a father figure. And so he,
as I said, he misses Qui-Gon a little bit.
Yeah, well, that's the whole, that plays into the whole attachment thing. There's a certain kind of a balance that you have to find with your Padawan and your master type thing, where it is sort of an attachment, but it's also more like a connection. You're connected with your master and apprentice.
Yeah,
like
but if
Ahsoka
you
in the
it's like if you have an older brother, you try to maybe a little bit impress him, that we're seeing in the first movies, impress the brother by doing something stupid and stuff, and always proving him, I'm ready for the master, I'm ready to teach someone. And he's getting angry, Anakin is getting angry, because he's not getting into the master rank.
he's not a master. He's not the father figure that Anakin needed. And basically it all plays into, he goes falls off the path of the light and starts going towards the dark. And I think that key point in time was actually when Qui-Gon died. Is his loss of his intended master, his fear of his loss of his mother, and then when he loses his mother, it falls into the fear of loss of Padme, and then that all happens. So that's the whole direction that it flows, and it flows really well in that direction. And that's why we got great movies and a great story, because that's I hate actually talking because I can't convey things as well as I can.
Oh, don't worry. We all do that, especially this
Yeah.
late at night, or in Alex's case, this early in the morning.
Yeah. Especially in my case.
Your case with your beers and whatnot at 8 o'clock in the morning. I envy you, Alex.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, Dave. Dale. Sorry, Dale.
so going back to what Dale was saying about, regretting all these decisions and stuff in Master and Apprentice. I'm glad you brought that up, Dale, because this is something I've wanted to talk about for a while. Everybody seems to not like Episode 8 Luke because he seems depressed, lonely on this island. But the way I first thought of it is don't see it as Luke on an island. Let's see where maybe that inspiration could have possibly come from, where else in the saga. And it's little things, little nuanced things we look at. Let's go back to the original trilogy. You have Yoda on Dagobah. He exiled himself. He was a lonely man. We see him. In a way, Yoda has become a senile old man living by himself. He's not in a great mental state either. He's a little wacky. He's a little silly, but that's because he's literally had no visitors for
Dude, he's
so long.
batshit crazy. He's like 900 years
That's crazy. Yeah. So looking back on it, we might see that as, oh, that's Yoda because we've grown up with it. But looking back on it, you're like, man, this little green dude, he is not right in the head. And then you cut forward to episode 3. People tend to forget, and we're going to get this really soon in the Obi-Wan series. Obi-Wan also went into exile. That's something not a lot of people talk about. We don't know all of his adventures necessarily on Tatooine, but we do know he watched over Luke. And Obi-Wan has a lot of mental struggles, which we later find out after Clone Wars, that he loses possibly the closest thing he had to a love and interest in his life in front of his own eyes without having to give up his Jedi ways. He could have gone full dark side in that moment, and he chose not to. And then on top of that, I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'll have to, if you haven't, I need to definitely share it around. There's a video of literally every struggle Obi-Wan has ever encountered in his entire life through the new canon. And that video will eat your heart alive. It's so painful to watch that you realize Obi-Wan has gone through literal hell throughout every moment in his life.
Right.
And yet he still found a way to come out on top.
Right. There's a lot of good tributes and things like that on Ahsoka and Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon.
Yes.
Well, Qui-Gon probably not so much.
Qui-Gon found a way to adapt his struggles, which I find that's something you don't see in a lot of Jedi. Is they confront their struggles and they adapt it. And I think that's kind of in a way what gave Obi-Wan a little bit of peace as well.
Right.
And then on top of that, that line from episode 3 where Yoda says he's going to teach Obi-Wan how to commune with Qui-Gon. And then later on, we get a little bit of that dialogue in from a certain point of view. So we know they're talking.
Right.
So I think with Qui-Gon being able to communicate to his apprentice, even though, he's passed on into the Force, I think giving Obi-Wan that extra little bit of solace definitely goes a long way. And, sometimes people in hard times need somebody to talk to. And I think that's part of the problem Luke has by the time you get to episode 7, episode 8. We find out that Luke has cut himself off from the Force. He literally is not speaking to anybody. He doesn't even really talk to the caretakers on the island itself. He's kind of like his own secluded man. And he's like in this weird pseudo state. He's not really like Obi-Wan where because he has nobody to talk to and, find a little bit of comfort. But at the same time, he's not like full senile like Yoda. He's kind of somewhere in between.
Right.
And even though he redeemed his father, if you go back and watch Return of the Jedi, there's still a lot of stuff that nags at him. Because if you go back during the celebration scene at the end of the movie, he hugs his friends and stuff, but you can see it in his face. There's still a lot of pain there.
Right.
This is not like a man who's literally, he just celebrated his father's in the Force. He kind of does, but you can still see it etched in his face. There's something still not right with him there. And I think that was really the step. How we ended up with an episode 8 type Luke that a lot of people didn't like is they don't realize Luke is literally dealing with struggles far back as the original trilogy. And if you really want to say it, he struggled as far back as Tatooine when he was with his uncle and aunt. Like, this is a guy who he had a father and mother figure, but later on, even they get killed.
Even they get killed.
Or
He goes back home to find them dead. And
he was already struggling because he couldn't go to the academy with his friends. Biggs went off to the academy. He's stranded, working on this farm by himself. So that's how it kind of that's even a way back before that. He's already dealing with issues. But what teenager doesn't?
Yeah, one of the things that I wanted to point out is that when that one reason that he tried to kill his nephew is the only reason they give, they're not going to spoil the rest of the story.
Yeah, and I think that was the problem. They don't want to spoil too much that it's not that he's seeing his his nephew, becoming evil. That is part of it. The other part of it is he's literally seen what happened to his father and the kind of person his father became. And inside his head is, I cannot let this happen ever again, no matter what.
Right.
And then that's when he activates his lightsaber and realizes, no, this is my nephew. Why would I do this to my nephew? But by that point, it's already too late.
Right.
Yeah. Cat's in chat.
Hey,
So,
cat.
I think while a lot of people have issues with the execution of Luke in Episode 8, I think the story beats are definitely still there. You just got to be able to look for them.
Right.
Right. That's the problem. Like I said, right. You needed the good reasons with it. Like, you told me good reasons, but that's none of those things have never been a main focus with it. That's why that goes right back to my point of where I said there's a lot of good ideas that the sequels had. They just didn't know how to tell it.
And the other problem is George Lucas was never a man for giving expositions, even in the original story. So to even throw in like a long-winded exposition of, this is where I've been the last 30 years, like that would make people go, it's like, yes, cool, we learned it, but yawn. Let's move to the next thing.
Right.
Right.
So it's trying to find a good balance of both.
If they just tell the story, it's not even half as good as if they actually show what happened.
You got to leave a little mystery. Star Wars has always done a little mystery.
You're going to see some hints in the Mandalorian. You're going to see some hints in the other things that are coming out. But there's so much more that could have happened. He could have been, he could have met Mara Jade and Ben could have killed her on accident or something.
We don't know. It's 30 years now. We're still exploring.
So many things that you have to keep your mind open to get the whole story instead of just jumping to he tried to kill his nephew, so that's why he's on this island. That's not it. And at the same time, the other issue of it is a lot of people expect him to jump from episode 6 Luke immediately to, when you see him fully in episode 8, you're like, oh, it's got to be episode 6 Luke. It's like, no, there's a 30-year gap. 30 years changes a lot of people. There's a little bit in the Mandalorian. He shows up and grabs Grogu, and
we didn't even get a lot there though.
Right, but you see hints of it.
You see hints of it.
Kind of a badass, but still.
Now here's the question: do you guys just want to see badass Luke? Is that really what fans want, or do they want the exposition of Luke? That's the biggest challenge. Like, which one do you want?
I think I want to see everything that drove Luke to exile. I mean, he's not really. Most people think he's not really in exile, but
he is
more along the lines of hiding from the reality of what's going on in the galaxy, but he's failed so many times. He failed to, he did one fantastic thing. He fails through saving his friends to actually saving them, and then he, he just keeps failing forward. But
Obi-Wan was the same way. Obi-Wan had a lot of failures.
exactly, and so when he hits that point where he's thought about killing his nephew, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, and that was the, that was the that's what set him on over the edge.
So you think there's more failures to come?
Oh
Is what you're saying?
yeah,
Oh
definitely.
yeah, there's gotta be.
There's definitely a gonna be. I think there's gonna be a problem with Grogu. There's gonna be a problem with Ben. There's gonna be a problem, and he's gonna work his way through these things and forgive
And Lord
people.
Sakaka. Like, why are they? They were buddies on the comics. For one of the comics, they show up together.
Yeah.
They're friends. Why did they separate? And then you get to episode 9. Why are he and Lando not talking?
Right.
They're setting up this stuff down the line. I think they were just trying to pump out a trilogy there, and they didn't want to give us too much. They want to leave enough to keep us interested.
Right.
No, they just didn't have the story planned, and now they're playing cleanup. Is what's really happening.
So Dave Filoni's going to fix everything.
Look at it that way.
Dave Filoni will fix everything. Don't worry, we're good.
Yeah, I do think they're making it better. Like even with the little bits and pieces we're getting, Mandalorian has made it a little better so far. But whatever you still go back and go back and look at the trilogy, it's still going to be not that great as a whole, even with everything else surrounding it, just because it's disjointed in between movie to movie.
But that's storytelling. That's telling part of the story and then going back and filling in the blanks. Like, how did this happen? It's like, it's kind of like you jumping into your future. How in the fuck did I end up on,
But here's the thing. But that's not what makes a trilogy great. All right. Whenever you look at the great trilogies, like the original trilogy or Lord of the Rings, right? It all has a cohesive story that flows into one movie into the next.
Right. It's all linear.
You don't need to read something, for this little detail or something, right? Like,
but Star Wars has never been linear. It's never been linear. They started in the middle.
But here's what I'm saying, right? The original trilogy, you never needed to go read something for this one part because it still told that whole cohesive story in between one movie to another. If you get what I'm saying.
Somewhat.
Yeah, but Lord of the Rings
original trilogy. So it wasn't all that linear. There were still people going, what, why did this happen?
But I'm saying you didn't
later.
What I'm trying to say though is like you didn't hold on. Like what I'm trying to say is like whenever you think about it, like even though there's time gaps, I'm saying that like you didn't need to know stuff to get into the next thing.
Right.
Despite the time gaps.
Right. In other stories, but you still had the exposition of it all, and everything was cohesive. But Star Wars has never been that way. That's what I love about it. It's because I'm always waiting for the next mystery. Oh my God, I know how I got from point A to point B. How did I end up, in this place where I had hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of investments and things like that, and how do I end up in a small apartment in middle of nowhere, just basically unhappy with life right now. So
you have Star Wars.
It's Star Wars. I'm Star Wars.
Yeah,
I understand a little bit.
Hey, I just realized.
Yeah, but let me get through it a little bit. Lord of the Rings, it was made really straight, from original.
And that was because Tolkien wrote it that way.
Yeah, with nothing, you can distract or something.
Right.
So that is a really straight line of stuff.
Right,
Um,
right.
and
I
yeah,
realize now that wasn't the best example that I was going for, but still, the original trilogy.
yeah, and
I was trying to
yeah,
say,
but I want to get to what Dale said. The Star Wars is, you can figure something out. You can.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like the original trilogy is the prime example of what I was trying to get to, because it
Yeah,
still had the great overall story in between all three movies, of where you didn't need any other content to understand something.
yeah.
If you get what I'm saying, like that's
But
something
but you
that
have but you have to hit a little bit the thing, the heart that was made in the 70s, and not doing it like Abrams did. Abrams did okay, but the next one did shit. And number nine, I don't get the director because what the fuck, I'm afraid of getting some Lord of the Rings series. um, I'm going to say it will be awful. Everything's hype. Everybody's hype. I mean, and I think everything is going to a really bad thing for that.
Here's another
So
thing we gotta think about with that too. You think maybe because we're in such a hyper media generation right now, maybe Hollywood needs to stop hyping things up so much and driving fan expectation through the roof.
yeah,
Because I
stop
think
that.
that is what's really killing these franchises is like we see this epic, amazing trailer. We're like, oh my god, I need to see that Friday. That looks so badass. And then you go to see it on Friday and you go, this is
Fuck.
not what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like nothing like it. So I
No.
think
Yeah.
maybe it's advertising problem that maybe they need to keep everybody's expectations low, give them just enough to want to see something,
That
but
would be
don't
cool. That if
overhype it.
yeah, if Hollywood and its franchises would do that, I would appreciate that. Because like you see the trailers,
And their
are
ads on YouTube.
almost getting something like 2 minutes, and everything's in there.
Everything.
So
yeah, those trailers suck.
right.
Those
So
do.
uh,
Yeah,
you
I don't
you
want to
you
get
don't
spoiled
even
for
have
it.
to watch the fucking first episode of anything because it's all in there, and that sucks.
Yeah. I'm trying to. This is off topic, but it goes right into like what you were saying there with the trailers. It was like I'm trying to get one of my friends to watch that new Planet of the Apes trilogy. With the CGI Caesar and really good trilogy. But the thing is, like, he's
It's
not a
good,
fan of
yeah.
monkeys. But I was going to send him the trailer to the first one, but I wanted to watch the trailer first. It's one of those trailers that literally shows the whole freaking movie.
Yeah, and you see the movie. Okay, so I've seen that in the trailer. So
Right. The trailer literally has all the monkeys out. Spoilers for Rise of the Planet of the Apes, but like,
yeah.
the trailer literally shows like all those, like half the trailer is literally all the monkeys out, which is like the last 10-20 minutes of that movie.
It's like the little snippets
Spoiler alert.
of
Damn it, Dingus.
one.
Well, if you haven't watched it, that's your fault for not watching a movie that's like 10 years old or something like that.
I know I'm just giving you hell. You didn't say spoiler alert. Damn it, Dingus. What's wrong with you?
But I got to be honest, these trailers are way too overhyped these days to get people to go put butts in seats at the theater. I think it's cool that you want to put butts in seats at the theater, but don't blow it so out of proportion that you're like, oh, I gotta see this amazing movie. The trailer looks amazing. And then you
Yeah.
get you walk out of the theater.
King Kong Godzilla, man. They better
You
not.
walk out of the theater and you go, that was a waste of my money.
Yeah, and games. Games. Oh man, you see that.
Games, they do the
Oh, man.
CGI trailers and then none of that stuff.
And you see, it's not even that CGI fighting shit, but it's in-game fighting shit. you already saw that in Battlefront
Like the
2.
Jedi
You know, it's
Fallen
like,
Order
all right,
trailer. Almost everything in the Jedi Fallen Order trailer was never even in the final
I've seen
product.
everything. You know, I
Remember that, Spencer?
Oh, I
It's-
don't
it's-
remember the trailer.
Go back and watch the Fallen Order trailer. Almost nothing in that trailer is in the
Send it
game.
to me and I'll
Change
watch
it up in some way.
Send it to me and I'll watch it.
You watch it and you go, wait a minute, none of that was in the campaign.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull it up and we'll all watch it real quick.
Yeah. There's like 1 or 2 moments in there that are actually in the game.
I have a
That's
random
it.
off-topic thing I want to bring up soon after we watch this. This has nothing to do with anything. I just
Yeah.
want to know if anyone has any
Hollywood,
thoughts on this.
Stop faking us out. Stop hyping us up too much, overhyping things. Get us hyped for something, sure, but don't overhype it. Don't oversell it.
yeah.
Because I think that's what, as cool as the trailers were for the sequel trilogy, looking back on it, they really overhyped it.
Gannon, do you know where you're going to get your stuff like a 2 or 3 fucking trailer get going? It's like those Godzilla movies, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's popcorn cinema, you know?
But you already know what you're going to get. You know
What
you're not going to
you
get.
are going to get, it's not like really not a very dense story.
Yeah.
I
Right.
want to see big fucking
Right.
animals bashing each other, so that's it.
Which I think in a way is kind of like the way some people are starting to view Star Wars now. They'd rather see like lightsaber battle, lightsaber battle.
Yeah, galaxy battles and blah blah blah.
Like I always tell
You
everybody,
need to
like,
put down,
too
hey,
much of
Kilo,
that-
put down Cat's comic because that's blocking part of it.
too
It's
much
what?
action is never
Put
good
down
for your
Cat's comic,
franchise.
it's blocking part of it.
What about Cats the movie?
Cat's comment, it's
Oh,
in the
okay.
way on the stream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey everyone.
Oops. My
Right.
bad. All right,
Here we
here
go.
we go. Yeah, because I'm interested to see what's not. I don't remember it.
Okay, so this wasn't in the game.
Yeah. But we have the Shameless dude, you know, from the Shameless.
Okay,
series.
it's
The series.
lagging for you, Kylo.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. I'll let it buffer, and then we'll
Yeah,
play
I'm
it.
just trying to load. That's all.
Yeah. But he's cool in Shameless, you know, Ian.
Ian, who?
I don't know, but he's from the actor from Shameless, the Red.
Oh, that guy there.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, Cameron Monaghan.
Yeah,
He played-
Monaghan, yeah.
He's in
He played
Gotham.
Jerome. Yeah, he played Jerome. I really liked his character. He played he pretty much played Joker, but not because they couldn't use the word Joker.
It's a little bit strange to see him in Fallen Order as that one, you know.
Which
I saw him,
they're using
I
actual
saw him
actors
as a drunk gay man in Shameless, you
How
know.
is this lagging like this?
because you're probably streaming and it's eating your bandwidth up.
Oh yeah, it's
Are you got too many tabs open?
it is stream, dude.
It's generally when you stream, it's harder to play YouTube videos unless you have like peak amazing internet.
Yeah.
I mean, we could change to watch together.
Oh, you know what it did? Your quality set to auto, so it rebuffered again. That's not in the game.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't in the game.
That's in the game. Oh, sorry. Is that it? No, that's actually
Yeah,
not.
that's the fucking
That
trailer.
is. That's in the game.
Yeah, that's the beginning, dude.
That is. The probe droid is not. This isn't in the game. That's not in the game. Kinda in the game, but not like that. That's not in the game. This isn't in the game.
Yeah, he fights
This is in the game. Well, not like this. This is actually different. That's not in the game. This is in the game, but different.
yeah.
Yeah, but something's
And
sequence.
that kind of sort of in the game, but not really. Yeah, that's the problem with video games. They use a lot of stuff in the trailers, but not in the actual official game. They love cinematics in the video game industry.
Everyone, yeah.
Like, oh, let's make it look so movie-like. And then none of it's in the game.
Yeah,
Right.
Blizzard
That's the
did
problem.
a great job back then.
Mhm.
You know, they started that, you know, with the cinematic trailers.
They really did with World of Warcraft.
When you
But
watch
did you hear they just
Star
purchased
Wars,
Vicarious Visions?
But they still work.
Yeah.
Like, because it looks fucking epic and it looks
Do
good.
you remember how a while ago, like, we got announcements that there's a Diablo and an Overwatch series in the works
Yes.
for Netflix? That's what I'm thinking. Like, if they use the same animation teams that does like the video game cinematics and shit, like, it could be amazing.
Oh, for trailers?
No, for the shows.
Oh, if they actually used like mocap for the show?
Yeah, sure,
Instead of actual
whatever. Just,
actors?
like, their cinematics that they do is amazing. So, like, why not have like a full feature-length movie or show or something?
I would like to see finally, because I'm waiting for the Star Citizen, you know.
Oh, as a full finished game?
Yeah.
Never. It'll
I
never
think it's
end. Keep giving us
3.8.
more money. Keep giving us more money.
Yeah, alpha.
It's gonna be
3.8.
like Fortnite. It's gonna forever be an alpha and beta.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I love how
But,
Fortnite.
you know,
yeah,
I
we're
mean,
still in beta.
Chris Roberts, he has a fucking load shit of money, and
If he wanted to
has to
stop
do
production tomorrow too, he could stop and just be like, "Yo, I'm not doing any more Star Citizen. Just play what I have here. Enjoy."
yeah, I'm flying away with my freelancer and yeah, to that door.
I'm gonna put a helipad and a helicopter next to my house.
So this is completely random, but I keep on seeing whenever I scroll around online that the director of Age of Ultron, Joss Whedon, wanted Vision to have a penis. Anyone hear about this?
I know.
No.
I'm not sure if I want to know that.
Why would Joss
They wanted
Whedon want?
Vision to have a dingus?
Yes. yes.
Well,
Yes.
considering what happened in WandaVision, does he
Dingus.
have a dingus?
Dingus of Ultron.
Oh.
Spencer, does he have a dingus? Because we know
No,
what
no,
happens in Wanda.
Man, so funny jokes someone made off of this, but I have no idea if I'll be able to find it because it's absolutely hilarious. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Why do I ever think when I hear the Tesseract
Oh wait, I retweeted it.
of
Okay.
teriyaki?
Okay. Are you all familiar with like the whole Zack Snyder situation of what happened with Justice League, with how they got like kicked out, right? And then Joss Whedon took over.
Well,
I saw someone post a GIF of Zack Snyder did Watchmen, right? And that features Dr. Manhattan, which is literally a blue dude that's nude, like almost the whole time, right? So he has a penis, right? I saw someone said with a GIF of Dr. Manhattan with his dick out, saying, "So that's why Joss Whedon destroyed Justice League. He was jealous of Zack Snyder." I found that really funny. Because Zack Snyder could do a dick. But what? Yeah. Okay.
All I got from that is Cyberpunk has dicks that don't do anything. So
Joss Whedon is also not jealous of Cyberpunk now.
is Joss Whedon gonna do? Dude, like now that they've got Keanu involved, we'll do a Cyberpunk TV show or movie now. There's no way. I think even though it was a disappointing launch, I think they're still going to turn it around and try to make some movie project out of it. It'll be 10 years from now. Let's see how long it took them to do Assassin's Creed, and they keep like canceling and relaunching Halo. It's like, is Halo going to ever happen as a movie or show? Nobody really knows anymore.
I mean, does anyone but Cat really care for Halo? To be honest.
Yeah,
Any Mortal Kombat movies?
There's
Yeah,
a
but
Halo movie.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
I mean, some video game stuff could actually be cool. Like, you know, like we got The Witcher. That was awesome.
I have yet to watch The Witcher, but I hear it's pretty good.
Do you have Netflix?
The Witcher series
what-
is nice. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little
Patrick,
bit strange. You have
I'm too
to
busy working on my book stack, Spencer.
get into it.
Witcher.
Oh, Dingus, it's on, buddy.
Dingus is on, buddy.
Cat loves Halo. That means you got to sit down.
So there's a Halo movie, but
I thought it was a series
I
from Amazon.
yeah, but it's a movie already.
There's a
Oh,
Halo movie, yeah.
Forward Unto Dawn?
A couple of years ago.
Yeah, you're talking about Forward Unto Dawn that came out around Halo 4.
I
That's
didn't know
not
that.
good.
Thing.
It's a movie, yeah.
She says, I love it.
I have it, but I have yet to watch it.
I love it.
She loves it.
Love it.
And we love you too, Cat. We all adore you. I think I speak for the whole council sitting here. We are the council of 5+1.
How can you say no to Master Chief? You can't.
Obi Beer Kenobi.
Actually, I can't say no to Master Chief.
You know what'd
I'll
be funny? Is if like Master Chief shows up on the Halo Amazon show, and the first thing that comes out of mess is "Hello there,
Yeah.
Master Kenobi."
Obi Van Kenobi. It is.
We do seem to have like a lot of cool video game television / movie projects in the works though. Like Uncharted sounds really cool, and
Yeah, which we'll see when we get Uncharted. It's supposedly coming out this year, but we don't even know anymore.
didn't it just get pushed back to when
The
was
end of the
it?
year, like October or something, I think.
Or December or something.
Something weird.
Yeah.
I would like to see an Elder Scrolls series.
Yeah, that's another tricky one because there's just like the world is so massive now with Elder Scrolls. It's like, how can you properly? And that's the other thing that happened when they did the Warcraft movie. It's like World of Warcraft is so massive. Like, how can you really put this all in one movie? You can't.
I think they should do that. The most versatile shit. Like Skyrim stuff.
Yeah, I think if you do something like that, you'll win people over.
And you get over to the other sections and
Oh, can you imagine if they have the people who did like the dragons for Game of Thrones come over to that show and do the dragons for the Skyrim, like the Elder Scrolls movie?
yeah,
Damn, that'd be scary.
yeah, like Partonax,
Yeah.
that massive dude. Yeah, that would be cool. So that
What-
one,
what-
that's what I want to do. Click.
Yeah. What if we had a proper Doom movie?
Oh, instead of that one Netflix thing?
A proper Dune.
No,
Doom.
Doom.
Oh, Doom. All right.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
have a Netflix.
What if we had a proper Doom project? Go
It
full
would
on
just
out.
be Doom
let it
guy
roll.
running around killing everybody like Master
Yeah,
Chief.
with some fucking B. What is B? That
BFG.
yeah.
Do you know what that stands for? Do you know what that stands for?
Big fucking gun.
There you go.
So yeah, that would be like a nice one.
I don't like it could be a fun movie if they played it right. You know?
Is that what Roald Dahl was thinking when he was writing his book, The BFG? Big fucking guy.
Makes
Let's
you
just
wonder.
so we don't make the parents mad.
Yeah.
Children. But they'll get the joke.
Right. You know, SpongeBob has so many of those
It's
jokes.
so many adult jokes.
Yeah,
And
SpongeBob, he has his BFGs.
I love that one where he's like, Gary, don't drop the soap.
Yeah, he's big friend gangsters.
Like whenever you go back and actually notice all those, some of those, it's like, how did they get away with this?
Yeah, how did Nickelodeon let them do that joke?
Like, I feel like that's what makes SpongeBob so great, is that it somehow appeals to both audiences. Because whenever you have those, like, young minds that are just, like, pure, you know? Like, they don't get any of it, and they just enjoy it for what it is. Like, that's like... What?
I had to go check on the puppies. I come back and Dale's gone.
Oh,
Poor guy.
poor Dale.
I think Dale he didn't get our conversation.
Yeah,
Dale, come back.
I went to go check on the puppies, and I had to remove some poop from their area. It seems to be that well, I mean they're pooping and peeing on their pad and that they're supposed to do it on, but
Tell me more.
I realized this morning when they were brought to me when I was still in bed waking up that they both had this hint of shit breath. So I'm trying to do whatever I have to do to try to catch, like, as soon as they squeeze out before they wake back up, because they go and they pinch off these logs, man, like these little piles.
I'm imagining
and then they go and they crash.
I'm imagining Kylo, right? So his dog's getting out, you know, and they're like you know, and doing a bag of dog shit in front of Kylo's door and lighting it up, you know, and it getting back, you know.
Hey, we should talk about how stupid this Kevin Hart casting is for Borderlands playing Roland.
I won't say anything until I see what he looks like, because hair and makeup can go a long ass way, and we don't know if they're doing dots on his face either.
You really think he could do Roland though? That, you know,
I don't think they're going to go the comedy route. They're not going to hire the comedian to do the comedy.
Buff dude, but he's always been a serious character though.
Yeah, I think Kevin Hart's going to play his first major serious role in this film.
But he's a short midget.
They're going to make him look taller. They're going to give him stilts or something.
No.
They're going to make
he's
him
a short midget playing a big buff dude role.
Camera tricks, my dude. They've done it in Hollywood for decades.
No, it's bad.
They've done it in Hollywood for decades. They made hobbits look tiny when the actors were not tiny at all.
Here's the thing, though. All right, he could have made a great claptrap. All right, just think about Kevin Hart saying
like this. Yo, what's up? I'm Claptrap.
Exactly. That would have been a great claptrap. Like, come on.
Like, who are you? This is not Claptrap. Give me Claptrap back.
And
Kevin Hart as an Ewok.
Is it Ewok?
Him and a Wicket in the third Ewok film.
Episode 10, they go back to Endor, and he's like the Chief Ewok. He's going to play Chief Chirpa.
I think Chief Chirpa's dead in the canon because they because he's chief in episode 9. Wicket is,
or Jar Jar fits in a jar of Bings.
Musa?
You know, like,
Jar Jar fits in a jar.
Oh, more.
yeah.
Dude, if they don't bring back Ahmed Best to do like one like redeeming Jar Jar moment with all these Disney Plus shows coming out, that is a freaking missed
Which
opportunity.
show? Which show?
Any of them? Like, how
No,
can
no,
you
but
not?
no. All right. We're gonna have a little fun game here. All right. You have to pick which show Jar Jar would come back in, and you have to like think of like a little moment of why he'd be there.
For Ahsoka, I think did he ever have some moments around Padme and Jar Jar in the Clone Wars?
Yeah,
Padme and Jar Jar?
Jar Jar and Padme ran across each other in Clone Wars.
And they were always around Anakin and Ahsoka, so he could show up in Ahsoka.
No, but like pitch a Jar Jar scene in the show.
I would like to see him with the discussion with Robin Williams.
They'd have to CGI Robin Williams in.
Yeah. You know the and Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Oh my god.
Donkey and Jar Jar, the series.
I'd watch it.
Star
It's a
Wars.
clown show.
Star Wars. A new annoying hope.
Even I hope.
Well, okay. This is actually a serious question, though. Do you think Jar Jar has any chance of appearing in the Bad Batch series?
Hell no.
No. Well,
Hell no.
well.
Fuck no. No. No way.
The Senate's still around during the era of Episode 4, and then they dissolve it in Episode 4. So I don't see why he couldn't still be a senator. Because wouldn't he be in? Well, I don't know. Would he still be a Naboo senator, or I don't know. They haven't really told that story yet.
Well, they sort of hinted at it in the aftermath.
They hinted that he's a clown, so at some point he's voted out or he quits.
Because he referenced how he was disliked by both sides. Like he was once cast out from whatever the Empire's faction of some sort, and then it sounded like he tried to join the rebellion, but he slipped up there, so he ended up not being on either of the sides.
We just know he's some sort of clown jester on Naboo because that's what is in the Aftermath books. So
wait. Hold up. Couple serious thing, right? Do you remember how there was news a month or two ago that they were rebuilding those Naboo ships, and people were speculating it'd be for Mandalorian season 3?
Wait, where was that?
Those yellow and silver ships.
How many were they rebuilding?
I don't know. Just people were saying that they're rebuilding them, so that started feeling, speculation that maybe Naboo would somehow appear in Mandalorian season 3. You could have Jar Jar.
Or I could see them doing that with the Cassian show too. I don't see them doing it for Obi-Wan.
I can see them doing it for Rangers of the New Republic.
That too.
I would like to see him really basically from Mr. Gustavo, shot.
You know what we should
do? Yeah. So he's walking around and
George gets shot. Pal. They could do that because it could be set after the Aftermath books. They could do that. I didn't make it Republic or Mandalorian or something. Someone just shooting Jar Jar. They could do that.
Absolutely be down if Rangers of the New Republic starts with the Battle of Jakku in live action.
Dude, that would be amazing.
Down for that. Do you remember that? Did you ever see that fan film with the Stormtroopers?
I don't think no.
There's a film of 4 Stormtroopers. They have this dialogue with each other where they're trying to pep each other to leave their AT-AT to go out at the Battle of Jakku. And then they literally are so scared to death. It's these 4 guys of different ages and different ethnicities. And they're just talking about the Empire and they got to do this. And they run out of the AT-AT and that's where the film ends. It's really cool.
I
That's like
want
the
to.
sort of vibe I'd love
Okay,
the show to
okay.
start with.
Okay, I have an
I-
idea.
I want to. No, that is really serious. I want to know why Jar Jar Binks get set out of his home. So why is he not
Oh, he crashed
welcome?
he crashed the boss's he crashed into the boss's hay blaber. Or sorry,
Yeah,
the ship he crashed I think was called the hay blaber.
yeah, but
He crashed
like
into one of the
slightly,
bubbles.
like slightly stuff. More than that. It's like
You'd
okay.
rather see it instead of just told about it?
Yeah. Or you get something to know. He might get something on the hair, and so he's getting some holy shit. A little funny
maybe he's
thing,
not all there.
and
I just thought of something.
the reason why he's so annoying.
I just thought of something. Okay. What if in the Obi-Wan show, right? There's a little section of where it's like a duck chase game or goose chase. Okay. Of where Obi-Wan leads
Okay,
Vader.
I feel-
Where Obi-Wan leads Vader to
I-
Naboo, and Vader's search of Obi-Wan. He finds a family
see
of
what's
Gungans,
going
and
on
Vader
there.
just slays this innocent family of Gungans while searching for Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
and they all resemble Jar Jar. It's like your idea, but better. Did you just say I'm terrible? Because I know I
Yeah.
am.
By the way,
Yeah.
we need more Gungans in the new canon. Like, they're
Yeah.
just like weird, and we know they're out there.
We should see them die.
Oh, you're terrible.
No,
I want more heroic Gungans
the
that are
Gungans
like
itself.
badass Gungans. Give me badass Gungans.
You want
Give
badass
me a
Gungans?
Come on.
Give me
I'll
a
give you
Gungan
badass
with a
Gungans. Well,
heavy, like repeating blaster. Like
well,
that
remember,
one.
in my Darth Dingus fanfiction, I will soon write Darth Jar Jar will not be Darth Dingus.
Somebody did a Darth Jar Jar mod for Battlefront 2. I kid you not.
I have to see this new species. It's called the dingus.
And I think in the concept art for the
Getting out of
Nile
the-
for High Republic, there is an
Gungan.
actual bad guy Gungan.
It's like evolution. You have the fish. There was the Gungan, and then they get on land, and then they spread up on the dinguses. Yeah, that's in the Bible.
Oh shit! He just went biblical on us.
Whatever Bible. I'm sorry for someone who's believing.
Patrick's just over here singing, like completely disregarding everything.
No, I'm trying to make it sound like church music because he went biblical.
And Kat hasn't said a
Living,
comment since that, so I think Kat left us to go watch Halo movie.
Now I want to watch that movie. Which one? Which movie, Kat?
We were talking about Halo at the time.
Halo. Yeah, the Halo movie. And
Yeah.
I want to start with da 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 da. Copyright
What?
strike! Copyright strike!
Yeah, by that. What was that?
That was insert Halo theme here. I can't name the band because copyright.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you made it clear. Yeah.
I gotta sing stuff off key. I'm gonna have to start doing that. I'm gonna start singing stuff off key so that way YouTube can't be like, "Oh, copyright strike, copyright strike." No. I was singing in G major.
Yeah.
G major.
In G Manager.
Manager, yes.
If you change the
G
key
Major
to a
Manager.
song, does it become art at that point?
Yeah, I'm a believer.
Copyright strike. La 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 la
Whoa,
la.
whoa, whoa, whoa. No,
To
no,
save Kylo's
no.
YouTube
You can,
channel
no,
so
no,
he
no,
doesn't get shut
no,
down
no.
for a
You
week.
can get away in that song. You can get away with that song of them just saying "ooh woo" the whole time. Ooh woo
Copyright
woo
strike
woo.
on one. I'm sitting at church.
Ooh woo woo.
Copyright strike my ass. I'm sitting at church.
Beer Stein.
Copyright what?
I'm
Copyright.
here
I'm in church
to
right now.
become a dingus.
In coming to your dingus home.
Una vez padre, sancta, sancta, sancta.
That's why I want to become a dingus.
Insert Latin words here.
No problem here with our guys. Ha, 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 ha. Come on in your dingus fight.
Who is Cataways going to be up to watch?
Dingy, 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 dingus, dingus.
Oh, dingus, come into your voice.
It'll be funny as hell when Rural Farm Boy is listening to us at work tomorrow. He's going to be like,
I will always be up to watch that man.
Oh god.
German dingus is the imposter.
I am back.
Hi, Kat. Christina. Hi, Christina. Hi.
Oh shit! Hey, Junior.
Junior's here. Hey. You came just in time for Awkward Church.
Probably thinking, what the hell are you all doing?
This brings a new meaning to Church of the Force.
I know.
Laughing out loud.
Yeah, kid. We've seen WandaVision. Have you?
And on
I
the first night, Kylo
Like,
Ren
come on.
killed Lor Santeca. Lor Santeca.
What?
Hey,
It's Star Wars history. It's okay. It's okay.
get in here.
Dude, I would love to write like a biblical style thing of
I
Star Wars.
just do church movies.
Yes, Spencer, can you turn to First Gungan chapter 3 verse 12?
These are Bam Bam Binks.
It says, "Well, hello there."
Yeah. Now let's turn to the Book of Utapau.
The planet full of white people with lines. That sounds racist. Take it out of context.
Did you hear that Jason Isaacs is talking? He wants to come back as the Grand Inquisitor.
I saw
in
that.
live action. He said he will literally sit in the makeup booth, let them do all the makeup for him, and like put him live action. And like the more I thought about how cool that would be, like imagine if he showed up in the Obi-Wan series with the Inquisitorius.
That'd be cool.
Because like that is the time period, like they'd show up. I'm like, oh my god, could you imagine?
Yeah, we can get some.
Going to have a meeting with those guys.
Yeah, we can get some awesome live action Inquisitors.
Dude, like that's actually perfect because everybody said that the Knights of Ren did nothing. Imagine what they did if they took that like little bit of like, okay, yeah, we probably could have done more with them if they took that little bit and added that to the Inquisitors and made them badass.
Yeah, the Inquisitors have actually like done something in the comics, and
Also, we
Hilarious.
have to see live action helicopter sabers. Make it happen.
we did see live action Thanos copter. That's what
Thanos
Endgame
copter.
didn't give us.
I forgot about Thanos copter. Could you imagine if the Thanos copter would have shown up at the final battle in Endgame? Look, all right, I gotta get out of here. These Avengers are showing up in portals into my Thanos copter.
Yes.
I'm taking this glove with me.
You see what he has now in the new Marvel Heroes Reborn or whatever it's called that their new event. It's like villains, but it's smashed with other people. But Thanos still, to me, looks the same, but instead of Infinity Gauntlet, has Infinity Rings.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that concept.
But and Doctor Doom looks a little silly because he's mashed with Juggernaut. Think Juggernaut physique, but Doctor Doom.
He's massive then.
Yeah, but it's like, hold up, let me send you.
Doctor Doom.
I'm gonna send you this so you can figure out what the hell I'm talking
Some
about.
guy at Marvel was like, "Yo, Doctor Doom, he's a really smart guy. Juggernaut is just really, really big. Let's just combine the two."
Ridiculous. That's bigger than like Professor Hulk.
Yeah, Professor Hulk was actually stupid.
I love how everybody was
right.
the kids kept coming up to him for his autograph.
It's called Heroes Reborn.
Hulk with the glasses on.
Yeah.
Hulk with the glasses on was kind of funny.
It was stupid. I hated it.
I
"Hey,
was
you kids
like,
want my autograph?"
yeah, I was like a little okay.
He's just the
I
big
don't. I had to think about that. You know.
I think we're gonna get a little bit of that. Well, I want to see what he does in She-Hulk. I really do, because I don't know
Oh
whether if he's gonna go back to normal or if he's gonna stay like that.
I think
not
he's
the
like
not
that
the
now.
cheap shit.
You think he's gonna be like that
Right.
full time
Well,
now?
look at the thread I sent you just now, Patrick.
I think he's gonna be like that because that's how he's.
Oh, why? Why?
I'm.
And who was that on the right? Is that Scarlet Witch?
Yep.
It looks like it's a combination of Enchantress and
It's definitely
Yeah,
Scarlet
Scarlet
Witch.
Witch,
It's the
We got
little
Dale
brown
coming
thing she's
back.
wearing.
I'm getting Enchantress vibes though. I'm
There's
getting
Dale.
Enchantress vibes.
What's up?
Dell's
Welcome
back. Dell's back.
Did you come for Star Wars Church?
Back. I'm just gonna hang out in the thing and see if my mic holds out.
All right, Dale.
Okay.
Let us all turn to 3rd Jakku, chapter 5, verse 2.
Right?
High honors, guys.
High honors.
Yeah,
High honors.
my kid first semester in high school got high honors.
What? That's
Not
amazing.
bad, Chris.
What?
Way to go.
You go, girl.
Oh, geez, there is. It's just after 1. I'm going to have to leave here pretty soon.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
I like that. That Dale has the D and A and L and E and the big E and the big
Big E.
S. You know, it's like the YouTuber guy. You know, it's like right. I have small letters and some big letters, and then Skywalker.
Yes. The Daily Skywalker.
The daily Skywalker is good.
I got a question on for my kid here. Good job, kid.
Yes, props to you. Your stuff are doing such an excellent
Copy,
job.
right, strike, copy, right, strike, copy, right, strike, copy, right, strike.
She steamrolled her way all the way up through and got to high honors, man. That's awesome.
That is dope.
I don't have a Star Wars Bible. Well, you do here.
Yeah, it's called just grab Patrick and smack him a couple times. It'll spit out something.
Dude, like I am slowly becoming a Star Wars encyclopedia, like a walking Star Wars encyclopedia. It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Somebody will go like, "Yo, what's that thing from that one episode?" I'm just going like, "Okay, yeah, this is it."
It's interesting to talk to someone who has knowledge.
I gotta get as much as I think I've watched The Mandalorian 3 times now. I need to focus more on the small details. That's my
What
problem right now.
what did you think when you saw the first season?
First season, the first episode I thought was okay because it's pilot episodes for a show. They're generally not amazing. They're not terrible. They're just kind of okay.
I loved pretty much all of it.
But yeah, but
I
just
loved it the more I watch it now. But the first time I watched it, I was just kind of eh.
I
Right.
loved that first episode because before
Really?
Mandalorian, I was exactly wanting all that bounty hunter stuff that was shown. Like
Oh,
seeing
don't get me wrong,
seeing that beginning scene of Mandalorian just kicking ass in the bar with the first thing, it was like, okay, that was an amazing set tone for the whole show.
I could have done without Ice Walrus and
So you
dude
loved
getting
it.
on the speeder, but okay.
Yes, like that's one of my most watched episodes ever, and but season 1 definitely dipped a little bit with like episode 5 and 6 a little bit.
I like 6. 6 is pretty good.
You didn't like the ice walrus? Come on.
No, I liked the walrus. I just thought it was kind of cheesy throwing him right in the pilot, like in the first 10 minutes.
Oh no, that's definitely well, it's kind of like the dinosaur in the Christmas special.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's true. The more you think about it, I guess it is kind of like that.
Go
They'll-
weird or go home, damn it.
Star Wars is made to be weird.
Do
They're
it.
going a little bam with a voice.
no dressing.
But season 1 set up a really good foundation because whenever you look
It
back
did,
on it,
yeah.
like it set up a lot more than you think it did for season 2.
And I love how he repeats back Gideon's lines to him in episode 7 of season 2.
Yes,
It's all that
Season-
dialogue
I
from
love
Please
season 1.
do not tell me anything about season 2, okay?
okay.
I didn't
Okay.
watch it.
We can.
I'm sure you already know everything, but I'm
Yeah,
just
do you already know what happens at the end? Has that been spoiled for you yet?
What?
Has the ending of season 2 been spoiled for you yet?
Hopefully not.
Okay, then you are in the worst place possible.
You're somehow
Mando talk. No more Mando talk. No more. No more.
all I'm saying is, Alex, for you to avoid this spoiler, if you really don't know it, you're a
It's
fucking
unbelievable.
Yeah.
You're a
You
god.
have avoided it this long is
Living
amazing.
under a rock.
It's so. All right, for
Hey,
people.
Krista, in the chat, did you watch the end of Mandalorian? But don't spoil it. Just say yes or no.
First
Because we watched
season,
all the episodes leading up. I think the last one was the only one we didn't watch with you.
first season, I got. Oh, yeah, but okay. The two first episodes of season 2, and I have to say, when I was really into Mandalorian, it was like season 7 or season I get episode 7 or something,
Yeah.
because it was like, okay, going to a quest. The first episode was okay, 30 minutes, nothing happens.
Until the end.
Episode 2, okay,
Another
another
fetch quest.
quest.
Wait, of season 2, is that what you're talking about?
And episode 3, another quest. It felt like a video game. You have to get side quests,
Yeah.
So
Everyone says like Mandalorian feels like a Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Very
But-
episodic.
but the end of season 1, it was like, okay,
I
I have to binge it. It's
Wait,
good
wait.
stuff.
You haven't seen season 2 at all?
Yeah, as I said.
Okay, you haven't seen Idiot season 2. Got it.
We already talked about season 2. The ending of season 2. We were talking about that at
Yeah,
the beginning.
I was not listening, right? But
Oh, all right.
Let's just say stuff happens. That's all you need to know.
that is, Dale. That is the good stuff. Being
A lot of
German,
Star Wars stuff happens.
you don't listen very much
Just close
to
your
the English
close
guys.
close your brain off to what's being said. That's what I do a lot. It's called selective hearing. So
Yeah.
you will probably, bye Krista, you will probably love the second season.
I think you'll love what
Because
happens in the second season.
It's so much different than like season 1, episode 4, 5, and 6 were episodic. they were good in a way, and they come back to some of those things. So I think you'll love it. I'm not very positive, but
because how Dave Filoni is he will give you episodes that you go, I really don't like those episodes, and then like another season or two later, he'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, those things you think you didn't need to watch, yeah, they're actually worth something now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Like season 1 sets up a lot more than you think it does.
Way better. It becomes way better when you see season 2.
And I bet there's stuff from seasons 1 and 2 that are going to set up stuff for 3, like a lot. Exactly. It's just expanding and expanding and expanding.
Yeah.
There's going to be stuff in, Ahsoka and Rangers of the New Republic that's going to cross over from show to show too.
You're going to have questions answered that you never even thought you had.
That you needed to ask.
Right.
Like holy mind fuck.
Why does Princess Leia wear white? We don't know.
Yep.
Why is she white? Jedi lives matter. Was that too rude?
Where were we? You were playing along with something. We probably
little political stuff, you know?
Political stuff. That's what Star Wars is.
Yeah.
Star Wars is political stuff mixed with family drama.
And
why do we have one black dude?
And sprinkle
the original Star Wars, yeah. Why is Lando the only guy?
Starfighter.
Why is Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Yeah, that's going to be a question answered in Ahsoka. Why is Gamora?
Oh, who is the Gatra? That's a good question.
The droid Gatra?
Yeah.
They talk about that in the books and the comics.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they want to, bring those questions back out for like the casual fan, they'll be like, "Oh, what's this?" Then they can answer something some fans already know too.
Right.
But just in live action. I don't think they want you to look at films very much. Like, if you want an answer, you got to go find it.
So
right. The thing that people don't realize that so many people do online is like, if there's a story that they told in a book, they're not going to tell it again on screen.
Yeah,
like people just can't get that wrapped around in their head.
I've been very vocal about. They need to show Cassian meeting K2SO. It's like it's already been done in a comic. Read it.
Yep.
Or people complain that like, well, because Star Wars started live action, it needs someone's character has to end being shown on screen. You know what I mean? Like someone was saying, like Dark Disciple is a great book, but they didn't. You know.
Of Star Wars. Don't do it.
Like I was reading how someone was complaining, like Dark Disciple is a great book, but it was such an atrocity that they ended those characters in a book that started out on screen. I'm like, that doesn't matter. Like whenever you actually read the book,
They've been hinting some stuff in the comics about Quinlan Voss, and we still don't have answers.
Oh. Do
That
I need to
man
start
is-
reading the comics more?
You might, because there's little Easter egg hints here and there around that Quinlan Voss is still around. Nobody knows his whereabouts.
Is this in the 2015 run or what?
It's in the 2015 run. It's in the Vader stuff. I can't remember. Maybe in Dr. Aphra. Maybe.
Okay. I might have to, once I get through all my reading material and have nothing else to read,
Then go
I
to
might have to-
Wikipedia.
I was going to say quote unquote legally read them online, but that
Oh,
works
don't
too.
worry. I quote unquote legally read them online too.
Well, but like I have so much to read now, I literally have no reason to. Here's the
Yeah,
thing,
I
though. I actually did that today, though, because whenever I got the bundle of Target Vader, I didn't get the last issue because they thought it was just like a 5-issue miniseries, so they didn't have it.
I think about Target Vader.
But anyway, I read through Target Vader, but I only had 5 out of 6, so I just went online to read the last part.
Right?
But if I see it somewhere in person, I'll pick it up so I can have the full thing.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
But it's not something I'm gonna go out of my way to buy. Especially with, like, those comics are really short whenever you read them on their own.
They are. They're fast.
Yeah. But they have really good, like, readability, though. Like, that's the thing with comics. Like, I read through them really quick, but, like, whenever you read through it a second time, you appreciate everything more, especially the art. Because whenever I read them, I'm always for the story, so I focus more on the writing than the art. But whenever I go back through it, because I already know the story, I appreciate the art so much more. And that's one of the reasons why I like comics so much, is just because, like, I really get my values worth, because I'll eventually always return to a story, unless if it's one that I just don't like at all.
You should go back and look at the art of The Last Jedi.
I have to open my window for quiet bit. So,
That
oh,
was
that
a really
smoke,
good
the
movie.
Darth smoke. So, and I'm maybe I'm lighting up my nice Christmas tree for the last time.
Oh, crack mystery, oh, crack mystery.
As far as cinematics, I think Last Jedi. That's
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Dale? I'm sorry.
You gotta give him proper.
my mic
proper
starts
church music.
crackling up again. Can you hear that? Well, you can't.
No,
When
no.
you talk, it does. Okay, so
Me?
it's just my speaker. All right. No, it's probably
Crackling?
just my phone. Because I found that I've heard when I hear you guys talking, almost
doing-
all of you are
Not
cracking.
doing pretty well, yeah.
But
Sick?
Don't see that.
yeah. So
Damn.
I lost track of what I was talking about.
Sorry.
You're right.
I will take the blame for not knowing when to shut up.
Show me your. Oh, dude, that's a badass Donkey Kong seat cover blanket thing you got there.
In
Yeah.
the back of your chair.
I know.
Danky Kang.
Dang,
Dang, Kang.
with his.
Yeah. But I wanted to
Or is that a pot plant?
with
That
that one.
looks like a small pot
Wait.
plant.
Yeah, with it. What? Wait.
I bet it's your weed plant. Oh, he just took off his headphones.
His
Is
weed-
that what he meant when he said light it up?
That's what I thought when he said, I'm going to light it up. I was like, oh shit, he's got a weed plant back there.
I think he does.
Yeah, no, it's kind of.
Hey, Star Wars.
Hey, what's on the other side? It's a Star Wars, and then the other side has what?
Is that Han and Leia?
Han and Leia in the
Aww.
in the Hoth base.
Getting their Hoth vibes on.
Yes, he can arrange for her to kiss a Wookiee.
It's
So
So
getting
is that a
hot
weed
and
plant you got
steamy.
back there?
For her to kiss, eh?
Is that a weed plant you back there? You got back there behind you? Have you been doing business with Ronnie J? Is that why he was like really stoned last night?
Is that why he's like mad and left earlier tonight? Like he like seriously like something pissed him off and he like ghosted out, dude.
Yeah.
I have no idea who pissed in his Cheerios tonight.
Probably me. I started talking about good things.
No, it was before you came in, though.
It was before you came in, Dale.
Yeah, like way before you came in, he left. He left like an hour and a half ago.
I don't know. I just have a different perspective on Star Wars.
Yeah, me too.
It's okay. We all have our own different opinions.
Yep.
All right. That's fixed now. All right, cool. Fix that. Yeah, so my buddy comes by yesterday. My friend that got stabbed a couple weeks ago, got stabbed 3 times. So I'm kind of glad he pulled through and survived.
Damn.
And yeah, well, one of the times, and he gets pissed. It's not a funny story, but it is kind of funny story because I'm just that kind of dick. He got stabbed in the ass cheek. It was one of the stab wounds.
Oh shit!
So I'm talking to him like after this happened, like the next day. And I was like, well, damn, they literally stabbed your ass, didn't they?
Oh,
And he's just like, what? And I was like laughing. At first I asked how he was doing, if he's feeling better, if he's okay. Which that automatically clears for any punchlines I'm going to deliver next because I've already checked to see if he's okay. I asked him if he was feeling better and whatnot. And he's just like, well, yeah. I mean, for the best I can. I'm like, so he literally stabbed your ass. And he like stopped and he like looked at me because when I was there, the investigator was there. And I was good friends with the investigator. I haven't seen the guy in over 15 years. So like the investigator, and we all had our masks on and whatever. So I didn't know it was my old buddy had become an investigator for the local police department. So we're standing there and we're talking, and then when I turned around, I said, "Hey, they literally stabbed your ass." This guy who I haven't talked to or seen in 15 years, he's just like, holy shit. He goes, take off your mask because that voice sounds very familiar. So I removed my mask and he's like, you son of a bitch. He goes, I thought that was you. I haven't seen you. And then just what came out of your mouth, there'll only be one asshole that can say that to somebody after they got stabbed.
You're the one asshole that did.
that sounds about right.
But like the whole thing was is I made sure he was okay and he, whatever first. I played it cool. And then we're all sitting there laughing. He's like, yeah. He goes, well, at least he checked to see if you're doing okay before he became a smart ass on you. So then he finally came over last night. I can't discuss any of the earlier photos that I showed everybody because it's just something we're not gonna talk about without with Junior still watching. I don't know if she's still in here or not, so we're gonna keep it kind of quiet. But he came by to pay a little visit, and for like Christmas and my birthday, he hooked me up with this brand new nice studio microphone for me to do lives with. So that's where this beautiful piece of equipment came from, was from a good friend of mine who got stabbed in his ass.
That doesn't fit together, right?
No, I didn't stab him in his ass. No, it wasn't me.
My brother-in-law is kind of like that too. He'll, basically be playing it cool, everything's all right, and then all of a sudden he'll just come up with this smart ass remark like, "This is just funny as shit."
Well, I mean, you got to. Like, I had to because
Right?
uber serious situation. I'm like, well, fuck, man, this is too serious for me. So I had to like lighten up a little bit and inject a little distraction from what's going on.
It probably made him feel better.
Yeah,
Yeah, for what?
He wasn't thinking about his ass. He was thinking about how offended he was.
right.
Gotta break it up.
Now I'm sending this message real quick. All right. So,
Graham,
yes, sir.
did you get that? Did you hear that song that
The last one you sent me, yeah, I listened to
yeah.
all of them. Actually, I re-listened to all the links that you sent me earlier today when I was setting up all this stuff in here today. I was just
There
like,
was two songs,
yeah,
Emerald Sword and Eternal Glory.
yeah. Was it Return to Glory? Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that one. That was the last one I listened to, like
yeah,
right before the stream started.
yeah. It takes a little bit of time, when it gets started, but it's cool.
I really liked it. I thought it was really good. That's um it's a different kind of rock or a different kind of metal.
Yeah, it's a symphonic, epic metal for all of you. Maybe something, to eat your ears. Fucking nice. Rhapsody. That's the way to go.
Yeah, they're I enjoyed the Eternal Emerald Sword and the Eternal Glory. I really liked them. They're pretty good songs. I like them both.
I can tell you that there's more if you want to. You know,
Yeah, I'll look into them.
no offense. I don't want to bother some
No,
dudes
it's
with
fine. It's
my shit. I
No,
just want
I mean,
to.
I would recommend it to the other guys too to look them up because I thought it was I thought it was pretty decent. You know.
Which band is it?
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody's name of the band.
Yeah.
Rhapsody is the band, and
I will look it up.
unfortunately, it's like more than a decade called Rhapsody of Fire, because someone sued them, because Rhapsody is always there and stuff. Yeah, but you can't get the old songs from Rhapsody, and the first metal song that I heard that was from Rhapsody called Emerald Sword. Fucking shit. Amazing.
I will listen to it.
Of the two you sent me, Emerald Sword was the better one. That was the first one you sent, and I listened to that. I was like, this is amazing.
I'm gonna mute real quick. I'm gonna listen to this.
This is amazing.
That was it's like blew my
Because
mind.
it's not
Back
what
then.
I would think for like a harder rock or metal song. It's not your American uh metal.
Ooh,
Yeah,
send these to me.
they're from Italia, so they're good. Some of them have other band, Fabio Leone, the singer, you know. He's Labyrinth and oh, some other band I can't get into my mind, but through bands, and that is cool. So not that you know 90s grunge, you know. I used to hear in the 90s, yes, but after, I guess, Metallica, there's more,
Yeah.
unexpected, and that was one of them. Blew my mind. But you have to have a keen sense of a little bit like fantasy or a like of it, swords and I don't know, dragons and
It reminds me of Dragon Force.
yeah, a little bit, but slower and a
A
little
little
more.
slower, a little more strings. There's nothing
Yeah,
that, like Dragon Force is all like just like guitars.
yeah, it's like Nintendo metal,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
They
there's
definitely embrace the arcade theme for Dragon Force, whereas like Rhapsody is more like fantasy,
yeah,
but similar style.
that's a cool thing. I can tell you, there's Darkmoor. I could send you. That's cool too. I have to get that.
Mm.
I sent you. Sent you that. That's not cool. That's right. So so Graham, that's for you.
I hear.
Check that out. And who's wanting that? Who's wanting that? Darth Dingus.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. Right. So sent that to you.
What is that, Pappy Bruce? Darkmoor, The Gates of Oblivion, full album. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Getting to as friend as well. If you don't mind. Thank you. you're faster. So yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's another nice and slow and a little bit more fantasy stuff.
Cool.
You know?
I'll check it out.
First song's really good. The rest of the album is quite the same, but yeah, in a way a little bit different. It has always that kind of scenery. This fantasy scenery. So not reinvention, but it's from the 90s, from the early 2000s.
Yeah, that's cool.
We may get along with the watch together and hear together shit, you know. Because I have to offer you
Okay,
something
that was
really
cool, man.
nice.
I like that, Alex.
What you listen to, Patrick? You listen to the
Emerald Sword.
Emerald Sword? Yeah.
I think we should listen together. One of my favorite shit.
Send me the thing, and I'll we shall engage in the in dingai practices.
I'm gonna have to go here pretty soon. It's almost 2 a.m.
I was just about to say the same thing. Like, speaking of dingo practices, part of that is actually sleeping, so the dingus is functional tomorrow. Well, dingus has to do stuff.
We have Dingus events tomorrow. Dingus work.
Right.
Lots of sussing.
I have a lot of sussing to do, and
And a practice for airship.
I have some raising to do. I have a lot to do tomorrow, and I'm probably going to do some more streaming tomorrow.
You're on Live It.
My Live It contract, I'm waiting for them to get back to me on when it's gonna. I don't want to stream for nothing,
Yeah.
so I don't want to be in there streaming and putting out content and not getting any benefit out of it. So I'm thinking, from what I understand, it'll be a couple of days. It might be active because the date that let's see is dated for today or tomorrow, the 27th. So it could be, but I'm just gonna wait to make sure after I get the fully signed copy, after the agent signs it, sends it back, because then they got to send me a thing for like my for like the bank account for them to send me my royalty money.
Give me my royalties.
Give me my royalties for my amazing content that I'm going to give you about the dingus.
Yes.
I'm going to like dingus is going to be canon, just like those stupid porgs are.
I actually like porgs. Like that. Those were the best part of the Last Jedi.
Yeah, I mean, I'll
Bad
give you
about
this,
my words.
but
I heart porg.
I have a Chewbacca
Now,
porg.
friends or food?
Mainly friends, but I'd be open to eating a friend or two.
Sus.
So
He
sus,
said he'd be willing to eat with
I'm not
friends.
I'm not even gonna touch that one.
I mean, I'd be curious of what a friend tastes like, if they're to be food.
No.
Favorite friend are you?
No.
Maybe I'm just really evil, but I would eat a friend. Well, like it's like chickens, right? Like you could raise chickens, but you can still go out to McDonald's and eat part chicken or
Yeah,
something.
No.
everything tastes like chicken, even friends.
Right. So that's what I mean by like I'd try it. It would be one I'd slaughter and cook up. It'd be one that like I'd let someone else slaughter it and cook it.
Yeah, with a little bit of pepper and so.
Yeah, well, what's that dude from episode 2, the chef dude that Obi-Wan's friend with? What's his name? Come on, someone help me here. Dexter. We'll get Dexter to cook us up some porgs.
That one's cool. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of like Kylo. Kylo had to be 4 arms.
Are you Dexter, Kilo?
No.
No, I'm searching for my arms. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm searching for my extra arms.
yeah, I know. What fool?
If I had extra arms, I would want to be like Stitch.
Yeah,
Live action Stitch is going to be terrifying, and we're not going to be ready for it.
I heard about that movie, and I'm just like, no, we don't need live action Stitch. Watch them pull a Mulan. They're like, we're not having Mushu. And then Lilo and Stitch is going to be like, yeah, Lilo and Stitch, but no Stitch. We're going to tell the original Hawaiian Lilo story.
yeah.
Oh God!
No aliens, just luau's.
Everyone's telling you, okay,
I need to go back.
You know, it might be even worse. Jumba and Pleakley. Ugh. In live action.
It's not fucking Stitch.
I know this would never happen, but what if they made like Monsters Inc. like realistic monsters?
Ugh.
Yeah, I have a son.
Mike Wazowski, you need to take a shower.
See that?
Dude, Sully would be terrifying in live action. They can do realistic fur now in like live action movies and stuff. They did it for the Beast and Beauty and the Beast.
I don't remember if I've watched that one or not.
The one with Emma Watson as Belle.
I know what you're talking about. I just don't remember if I've watched it.
That was
I
one of
don't
the
think I
ones
watched
that they actually listened to the fans who wanted to fan cast an actress for a role, and they did it.
Aladdin was best remake.
Aladdin, I have yet to watch. I hear it's okay.
Aladdin, I like Aladdin the best out of all of them. The only thing Aladdin really lacked was Jafar, which is sad because Jafar is a great Disney villain. Because Jafar in that one sucked, but everything else.
I hear he's weak.
Yeah, it's the weakest part of the movie. But other than that, everything else is pretty solid.
I guess it's kind of hard to find a tall, skinny guy with a weird little like goatee thing.
No, he just.
Well, you can put fake hair on his face.
The actor didn't put in like what Jafar was. He's sort of like in the original Disney animation, he was like all energetic and had his like deep tone with it still. But like just like in the live action, he just acts like your standard villain. He didn't have any of the uniqueness of what made him Jafar. But it's definitely worth the watch.
I'm Senator Palpatine.
It's just like it didn't have what made Jafar Jafar, but it had like all the other elements of the Aladdin story, and they did it pretty well in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's definitely worth it. Watch it.
I will have to watch it this week.
And watch. What was it that we were talking about earlier that you need to watch? There's something else. Oh, The Witcher. Watch that too.
And The Witcher.
Yeah, you need to watch The Witcher too. I don't watch many series.
Any of the games. I need to play the games.
I haven't played any of them either, except for like a tiny bit of 3, but that doesn't really count.
I heard 2's pretty good, and 3 is the one everybody like rants and raves about as being one of the best games of all time.
Yeah, I haven't downloaded. I haven't
yet. Game.
I've yet to really get into it.
I need to play Halo Master Chief Collection. I own it and I have yet to play it.
Oh, Cat's gonna kill you.
I've played Halo 3. I've played 3 and ODST.
I've only played Halo Reach, and that is the best ever Halo game.
Everyone says Reach is amazing. It is amazing. Reach, it looks absolutely stunning. I've played the first 2 missions, I think, and stuff.
Which one?
Reach.
Oh, it's so good.
It's good, yeah. Just even the beginning was like I was hooked.
Well, clearly you weren't if you stopped.
No, it was just a bunch of other games just happened to be coming around the same time.
Yeah, I know what
my
you
attention off of it.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Speaking of games, there's a game that came out today that I was wanting to get, but instead I blew all my money at the comic store. But no regrets.
That's okay. Wait, no, was it regrets or ragrets?
No regrets.
Have you seen that tattoo somebody got? It says no regrets.
Rugrats.
No Rugrats.
Yeah.
No children allowed. I hate Nickelodeon. I wonder if there's like a Cartoon Network. There's got to be somebody out there that's a Cartoon Network purist, right?
Dale is up. He's going on cam.
See you, Dale.
The bearded man has arrived.
Oh my god, that was quite funny because the exactly face, moved. From
Yeah, gotcha.
this
Movement down
to
the
this.
Anyway, I need to actually go to sleep, so I'm gonna actually hop off now. Have a good night, everyone, and no cam game.
Dale, that's the downside of having a beard and having COVID.
Yeah, I'm trying to move the camera, but I hate iPhones. They're backwards for everything. But
I
You
think
gotta
I
wear
need
that.
to just keep reading my books. I'm slowly making progress. Every time I stare at my pile, I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
What
But
you can
But I need to do it. I need to do it. I just need to keep pushing. Stop playing video games and watching television. Stop. Like Kylo's gonna be like, "Yo, come on stream." I'll be like, "Nah, I'm
No.
reading."
No, man, no.
No, I know how Kylo is. Like I could be sitting here on stream reading. He doesn't care as long as I'm talking every once in a while.
No.
That's kind of part of the fun. We can just sit here and hang out. We can read a book.
That's
watch a movie.
that's a funny thing about time difference. I would like to do that, but
Sometimes we have the occasional alcoholic beverage.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been a bit since I've had mine.
Yeah, it's been a few days for me too.
I'm gonna need one here come the end of the week. I'm gonna need a bunch of them.
Yeah, definitely.
so
I'll probably have one Friday night.
I came back on to kind of say my mics or my speakers are cracking again, so I'm just gonna head out to you probably.
All right, Dale. We'll see you. Thanks for jumping in with us for a while tonight.
You're welcome.
Thanks for stopping by, Dale. Good to see you again.
You have a great night.
All right,
You
man.
too, man.
You too. Have a good one. We'll see you soon.
All right, see you later.
All right. And then there were 3.
I'm about to be 2. I was going to make it to 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. for you and call it a night.
8 for me.
For me?
Getting up the light.
And it's sunlight's probably rising over there in Germany about now.
Yeah.
We're over here hiding in the dark over in America. It's still late.
Sauce is all hell.
Kylo's over there buried in snow. I was over here getting. We're supposed to have rain all day coming up tomorrow. We had a little bit yesterday, and it was just kind of overcast a little bit. We had a weird shower earlier this evening. Like I think it was like an hour or two before stream. There was like 30 seconds of rain, and then it just stopped.
Wow.
It was so weird, and it's been dead quiet ever since. So I was like, I guess it's not going to rain anymore. And somebody said they heard thunder and lightning somewhere. I don't know where that was at, but apparently it was pretty short.
Sorry, me.
It's supposed to start raining here in about 2-3 hours. Yes, Alex is Thor. He just rains wherever he wants to.
Yeah, it's like no fucking snow. It's like just
Alex, where's
foggy.
your hammer? You gonna spin your hammer and start a thunderstorm?
I don't have I have a hammer, but
He's gonna spin his dingus.
You
yeah,
spin
he's
his thing.
you can't see it. He's hanging around lonely. You should have hanged it, but yeah. So here it is.
Where do you
Fucking
spin in Illinois?
fucking tropical terms.
What do you spin in Illinois to call a snowstorm in?
Wait, what now in Illinois? What?
He spins a hammer to start storms. What do you spin to start up a snowstorm?
No, I didn't, but he.
Spins his dingus.
Everybody spins their dingus. Okay.
Yeah, so gonna hit hammer in it.
He puts a hammer in his dingus
Yeah,
and swings it.
yeah, on the snow desk. So,
Oh,
know,
boy.
on top, above the heaven. So because everybody sits there, not that one god, not Allah or something. Everybody sits there. Everyone. So
He gets a seismic charge for snow.
That's one big dingus.
that's one. Yeah, the big dingus. Maybe it's Indian for big table.
Table.
We're all sitting on the big dingus. Maybe.
Big dingus.
Yeah, eat something. So that is the belief. Everyone sits up there,
Uh-huh. All right, I just realized it is after 2, so I'm gonna grab some sleep, and I got a long 3 days of work ahead of me.
Alrighty.
But I am off Saturday, so I will be here for Septic Tank on Saturday. I may pop by Thursday or Friday, depending, for if you're doing another one of these.
Yeah, I'm gonna do one tomorrow, and then at least Friday.
I'll say I know you'll probably take one off at least Thursday. I figured.
Yeah, we're gonna take.
That actually works out because I'll be able to drink a beer on Friday because I'm off Saturday.
There you go.
I'll go to bed with beer in my belly.
We're gonna yeah.
Dude, that is like the best feeling. Like you have a nice beer, you're all like chilled out, and you're like, oh, I'm going to bed.
We're gonna turn around and we're gonna have a nice night on Friday. We'll drink some beverages, and Alex will wake up Saturday morning drinking some beverages with us.
Yeah,
dude, it's gonna be a good night.
I have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll play Drunken Among Us or something.
Oh, yes. Alex, you got to get in with us on some Among Us.
No, the problem is
turn it into a drinking game.
no, the problem is really I'm really not in the game.
That's okay.
Every time Frank says proof with a question mark, drink.
If somebody says proof, damn it, Cat, we got to drink.
Yeah, but things it gets not that easy for me as a German to get mind games going on.
Yeah.
It might be like, okay, so I can chat with you, can talk with you, but those games in English, it probably maybe something tough. So no, not for me.
Okay.
We'll figure something.
Alex, were you in the stream where Kylo and I had to take a drink every time somebody liked or disliked us on YouTube?
What?
Kylo and I were doing a stream one night where every time somebody clicked the like or dislike button, we had to take a drink.
Oh my god, that was...
We got up to like 20, I think it was like 21 likes, and we were like, we are done. We are done.
It's like take a shot or take a drink for every like or dislike.
All right. So that's no problem for me.
Yeah, because you drink all the time.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do on Friday. Friday will be the take a drink.
All right. So
All
it
right.
will be Saturday.
Or, well, I mean, yeah.
It's Saturday
Yeah.
for you.
It will be Saturday morning.
Well, I mean, you just continue your weekend of Dingus.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
But it will
we'll
be
end
different.
our week and get ready for the weekend of Dingus.
Yeah. We're indoor.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna head off. You all have a wonderful night and enjoy the rest of your Dingus Wednesday day.
Will do.
Execute order 66.
It'll be done, my lord.
Oh boy,
Yeah, the
guys
time
are a
difference.
those
That
guys
is-
are a trip.
Yeah, but that time difference is fucking shit. You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
it is.
it makes me a little bit sad. You know, because I want to get that on point. You know, and doing stuff.
Well,
But
now with that contract, I can do some streaming earlier in the day, and we can chat too. You know, earlier in the day for me, which would be like your evening time before you know you go to bed for the night.
yeah, thing is, I don't know if you just streaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I should tell, because someone could hear me, to tell you something. Um, it might be interested to you.
Okay.
So I can maybe tell you what's the incident is. You know, that you can understand my fucking shit. It's not a hard story. It's not quite long, but it's maybe interesting for you all guys. So that might be a little bit interesting. If you want to get an outro, I don't know if someone's watching still.
You got 5 people watching still.
All right, so they want to hear my story, right? They don't get it.
We can hear your story. Yeah, I mean, if you want to tell us a story, you can tell us a story, or we can get you on for like my interview show on the Edge of Hope. Would you rather just be the guest on the show, or do you just, you know what I mean? And we can do it earlier in the day, or earlier in my day, make it like evening time your time.
It's like, yeah, maybe, but I don't want to be that kind of, you know.
I mean, you tell me what you know what you want. I mean, if you would want to appear on that other show there where I have to sit down with like one person and talk with them, and they tell me their story, and we have a video on it, we can do that. And I can always record it, and then I can air it at the normal time, you know. Because there is a way for me to record on StreamYard. Say like we do it like 1 o'clock my time, which would make it like 8 p.m. your time. We record the video, and then I turn around and I release the video at the 7 or 8 o'clock my time, where like our friends that we were just in here with can watch it, afterwards, and it'll just play through.
It's not that pretty much that fucking story, Bill want to
Tell us the story.
get the first stuff. I sent you a message, so
Oh.
it's like maybe not for everyone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then here I'll get ready. We can discuss that after I close out the stream, where we're sitting on the backstage. We can talk back there.
All right.
So, like, when I close out the stream, don't leave the studio, and we can talk backstage, and it won't, But yeah, since it's after 1 o'clock,
Is
my
that
time.
would that be a nice close up? No, right? It's fucking light up. Too bright.
Yeah, it's a little.
Yeah. Shit. That would be like a nice
Yeah, that Star Wars looks pretty cool like that.
Yeah. So that would be nice.
Here, turn it the other way. Let's see what the picture shows.
Yeah, that
picture come through.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
And oh yeah, it does show it pretty nicely. That's a really cool ornament. That is really cool.
Yeah, so
I've never seen one of those.
Yeah, that's one thing from the loot chest. I got. It was from the first loot chest. I got,
So Patrick is still here. Spencer might have fell asleep. Cat, I think, might still be here.
Greetings to
Jacqueline's probably still here.
I didn't even get to know her,
Who's that?
Who's that? Maybe next time.
Who? Cat?
Yeah.
That's Vader's girl.
Yeah, but I didn't talk to her,
Okay. I will see if we can get her to pop in sometime.
Yeah. But greetings anyway.
Yeah, Kat's a really good friend of mine. We've known each other for a while, and she's a really sweet person. She has some of the same issues I've got physically, so we can connect on that level too. But on top of it, like what really got us talking, like back in the past, was we both have like this huge admiration for Darth Vader. Like that's our favorite Star Wars character, and it always has been. And it was like the same for her.
Who's not,
Right.
Yeah.
We're all
as a kid, who chooses not Vader?
Who doesn't want to be Vader growing up?
Yeah. So that's the one to go to, it's like.
And if you didn't want to be Vader growing up, you didn't see Star Wars growing up.
Yeah.
Vader's still the baddest son-of-a-bitch in movie history.
Yeah, and that's why I'm always getting back to Anakin and him as a kid,
Right.
as an I guess a half orphan, it's like he just had nothing, and so he had to get bad. He had to get evil, for some reasons. And the reasons are, I'm going to always say that why he gets evil, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and there you have it. That's my opinion.
Good night, Darth Dingus. He says, anyways, night, my fellow dingai.
You too. Good night, man.
And then Uh, Ganon 136, Patrick, he's known as Dingus Wan because his favorite character is Obi-Wan. And the one night we were in here, was it last week? He came in with the Obi-Wan Dingus. So
Obi-Wan Dingus.
I've been calling him Dingus Wan ever since I saw that.
Obi-Wan Dingus.
Obi-Wan Dingus.
That's him.
We still have to make a Dingus avatar for Cat.
Yeah. And for me.
And for you. I'm trying to figure out who I would do one for you. Maybe Anakin one, Anna Dingus.
That sounds not quite right.
Well,
Anna Dingus.
Anna Dingus. Annie Dingus.
Any dingus.
Any dingus will do.
Yeah.
Anakin Susswalker. I like that one.
Yeah.
Dingus Everybody's a dingus in this show.
Yeah. Anything Susswalker.
See, here it is. It even says, all dingai are welcome. Welcome to the Dingus Show.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it really tells you out of a fucking meme. Yeah. Everybody says about that. Yeah. You heard that from the covers, Darth Kylo shit. Yeah, that's the fucking dingus meme.
Those Susswalkers are really sus. Have you even watched Star Wars? Yeah, well, now look forward to the streams this week. It's been it just realized what? I just realized something. Ray just became sus. She did.
Yeah.
She committed the crime and she's hiding the weapons.
Yeah. I'm glad she's cis walker.
She's a sus walker.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
good
man.
times tonight. Patrick, you're crazy.
Fuck you a little bit.
Just a little bit. Just a
little
little bit.
Just slightly.
Just when it's cold outside, a little bit. Fuck you.
Yeah. If you're on a hot.
The shrinkage.
Yeah. If you're on hearth, just
Oh, so yeah, we didn't really get that blizzard they were calling for. We're supposed to get 6 to 8 inches, and probably just like most women around here, probably pissed off because they were told 6 to 8 inches, and we only got a couple. We got it. No, we were supposed to get railed for the last 24 hours, and we didn't get shit.
right. So you can't get shit. Hurry up. That is
Yeah, Kat, I went there with that one. I'm sorry. Much like Spencer's avatar, I need to make one now where it's Rey with both sabers out with Palpatine's body beside her. It hasn't stopped snowing there. Maybe our weather girl was off on the day where it was supposed to hit because she told us we're gonna get absolutely smacked last night and then tonight or through tonight, and it snowed a little bit last night, but I got up this morning expecting the roads to be garbage and take forever to go do what I had to do, and the roads were pretty much good.
I'm getting my weather, you know, that.
I see sunlight coming through where you're at.
Yeah, that is fucking 10 degrees, not Fahrenheit, Celsius. I'm getting that to you.
What the hell is 10 degrees Celsius to Fahrenheit? That's I don't know. I have to look that. I have to see.
It's enough. It's enough to melt snow.
Oh well, then shit. Yeah, bring it. We'll take it.
All right. So I'm trying to, uh, you know, it's quite nice. I can't bring that to you.
See, that's like the other weird part because right now it says we're 28 degrees, 27 degrees Fahrenheit, which that would be like negative 1 or 2 Celsius for you guys.
I don't have that.
I'm gonna look to see exactly what that would be.
It's like right now it's like for me it's always warm. I'm sorry. Get the snow to me.
You said you're 10 degrees. Oh shit! Yeah, I would take 50 degrees because that's what it would be. Your 10 degrees Celsius is 50 degrees for us. I'd love that. And then our 27 right now is negative almost 3 degrees for you.
I would like to have that with snow.
I would trade you.
I would keep that. I would like to have that in fucking December. You know, it's like at Christmas. It's like it's raining. You don't have snow. You don't have the Christmas feeling. You know.
Do you guys get much snow over there?
No, in my town, no, not at all.
Huh.
It's like in the west of North Rhine-Westphalia. You know, it's like snowing. But in the bubble, and North Rhine-Westphalia is not. It's yeah, it's me, but it's always like that. You have here snow here, and I'm in the middle. So I don't have snow. I have rain. I have all that shit.
Like
That's not good.
if the snow didn't fall on the roads, I wouldn't care. But with the way it gets with the roads and people are just stupid driving with the freaking snow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
mostly why I hate the snow. If people weren't idiots, you know.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, I was at when I was apprentice for my carpenter stuff. I was you know in my hometown, but in another direction. So it was footpath like 1.5 hours. Um, there was a blizzard going on. No bus came on, and I had to walk. 1.5 fucking hours. That was fun. So people are getting mad when this kind of stuff, see that snow bothers people. I understand, but here it's like that.
Hmm.
That kind of snow, no one's going.
That ain't shit.
Yeah. So I have to get back to my home. I made late hours to 7 p.m. and go home. The last bus, I missed the last bus because of the snow and
Hmm.
blizzard. I had to walk. So literally 1.5 hours. That's fucking Germany. You don't have any 6 millimeters of snow. Nothing goes. Ridiculous. That is so. You know, if you see that in your mind, it's like, what the fuck? Come on, aren't you prepared for that? Fucking 6 millimeters. Everybody's slipping, and you have to go home. Ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. Oh man, this fucking shit.
Oh boy. When it snows here, everyone pretends like the road is frozen and it's pouring rain. They drive dumb as hell.
Yeah. It starts to snow. Everything's shut down.
Well, especially where Patrick's at. If it ever snows there, they would have to shut everything down because they don't have snow removal equipment there down there. Like I know friends that live down in Georgia, which is a little bit further south from him, and a couple of years ago they got 2 inches of snow, and they shut the whole goddamn state down because they don't have snow plow trucks, they don't have the snow salters or anything.
Okay, so that I can understand that. But
Well,
here you have everything.
yeah, it never snows there.
I'm in an anti-snow zone, I guess. But when it snows, holy shit, it snows like 6 millimeters, and nothing goes.
Hmm.
So stupid.
Still got a couple people watching, so we get a layer of ice and then it snows on top of it. We get rain and then it freezes into the ice, and then we get snow, and then it'll warm up a little bit and it'll rain on top of that snow, then that shit'll refreeze, and then we'll get more snow.
Yeah. Or you get first when it melts, it gets slippery and a little bit like holy shit.
Patrick's talking about cars are sliding everywhere and you have to drive 5 miles an hour. That's because you
Yeah.
guys don't know how to drive in this shit. I'll tell you what, I've been doing some kind of driving or something related for like work ever since I've been driving, and I'll tell you what, I don't drive like an asshole when it's snowing, but I'll tell you what, I'm still driving about the fucking speed limit because I know how to handle my vehicle and I know what the conditions are like.
Yeah.
You're not gonna see me in the ditch a mile down the road. That shit ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
And you're
you're
not
also
doing
not gonna
like
see me
that.
holding up
No,
traffic.
yeah. And you're not doing like that. I want to get fucking home, or I want to get to that working station, or whatever. So that's the fucking thing.
I don't use snow tires either, Patrick. Snow tires are for those ones that we like to say they're pussy.
No, I'm not quite sure if I have to move that shit from my schedule. Like, never ever do that again. But if you have to do so, I walk. 1.5 fucking hours at home.
Right.
I don't give a shit. If I like Hamana, if I like my work, I'll do that. Doesn't matter.
All right. Let me check this. Let's see, it's 1:30.
Yeah. Don't forget that shit was set.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna forget that message you sent. No, I'm not gonna forget that at all. Don't worry about that.
Nice one.
Let me see. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm probably gonna shut this down, and then we'll talk off air for a bit. Um. So let me get ready because it's 1:30. There's nobody's really. I don't want to keep anybody up, making them think they got to stay up to listen to us talk. I can always come back. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow, anyways. So let me go ahead and shut this down. Don't leave. I'll end the broadcast. Don't leave the studio. So hold on.
Yeah. Should I do a nice pop in that?
Oh, stick your ball in my face, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right, but good night, guys. It's nice hanging out with you guys for 3.5 hours tonight. Make sure you guys go and check out the hunt review that I did. It'll be the video before this on my channel. I did that earlier this evening. Go ahead, take a look at that. Give that a like. Let's keep piling those thumbs up. Maybe me and Gannon will go through and we'll count up the likes for the videos I got for the week, and we'll do drinking off of that. Who knows?
Many more people, please.
Yeah, so we get fuckered up.
And especially Dale. He was cool.
Yeah, oh, Dale is fucking awesome. He's a cool ass dude.
Dale, he should come back.
I'll send him a message. I'll send him a message on Twitter and tell him to come back through later on this weekend if he's not working. Gannon, go to bed.
No.
I'm sure Jacqueline, have a good night. Be safe coming home in the morning. Kat, have a good night, hon. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hope everything's going good with you. Hope you're feeling all right. And we're gonna get out of here for this one. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And we're gonna cut out of here real quick. Have a good night, everybody. And there it is Star Wars Dingus ball in your face. All right, so we're gonna step out, and everybody have a good night. It's been fun. Like I said, I'll be back tomorrow, and we'll talk to everybody later.